What up, peoples? About to get this night started. Go. Make sure y'all share the live. Let's reach a massive audience out here. That's what I'm doing right now. All right, good. That's what happens when you get a late start.
I ain't playing with your ass. Don't call up and play with me. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Cut that bitch off.
Got that potent, stinking, smoking, drinking Hennessy. It got me thinking, bitch, shut up. You hear me speaking, couple shots and now we tweaking. Get you right before the weekend, bitch. Y'all keep the people geeking. Different topics there. We got the info, knowledge, info, factuals. Pop a bottle open, have a glass or two. Factuals, speaking my mind. That's what the yak to do. Factuals, yeah, the conversation can get sexual. We kick the facts to you. That's what them niggas scared to do. We ain't coming to front. You can tell by the chat. This for the white and the black. We off the yakety yak. Pouring shots in my cup. We gon' throw a few back. We ain't come here to stunt. We came for yakety yak, bitch. This that yakety yak shit. Yeah. This that yakety yak shit.
Probably join you on the live first.
He got that yakety yak shit.
You gotta join on the live.
We came to yakety yak, bitch.
What up? About to get it popping. This kid, what up? Instagram be Instagramming. Y'all know how that go. Should be fucking up on the regular. That's what it do. Shout out to everybody tuned in on Facebook, everybody tuned in on YouTube, everybody tuned in. Is that
Instagram be. I ain't know nothing.
I hate that shit. Always some Instagram shit. It's annoying as fuck. Let me do this.
All right.
Instagram's the worst. And it's still doing it. What's up with you? That's that Instagram. I'm in the Instagram live and bring it back. Start that over. But anyway, I got the mean show lined up for y'all tonight. I got mad topics. We getting posted topics over here. Let me see. I got most of them right here already. To this one. So what up, y'all? So topics I got for tonight. Let me go ahead and check them. To this page. Let's try this again. Make sure
you know, February, then for Valentine's Day. And in the summertime, I had a double album coming out called Drink the Water, Magic Business, You'll Live Longer. You know, on our platform. Yep. Mhm.
I think is that yours, Kurt? The feedback in the background.
It sounds like somebody eating some chips.
It sounds like something ruffling. There it is. Mojo, you there?
Somebody typing or something.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here, but that ain't me with that noise.
All right. I think it's Kurt. It sounds like maybe a fan in the background. Let me do this. I'm going to exit you out, Kurt, and bring you back in, all right?
That's what I'm like. It sounds like somebody's typing or eating chips or something. She ain't here.
Yeah.
Give me the damn thing.
All right, go ahead, Mojo. Tell the people who you are.
What up, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's your girl Mojo.
All right.
Shoot.
And Kurt should be back on. Bring Kurt back on the live.
Long as he don't come back with that popcorn.
See, we got the fam in the comments. The wavy one. What up, YG? There you go. Way better. Way better. So, Kurt, what up? What up? Tell the people who you are, Kurt.
Kurt and Philly, old head Kurt, chilling. What's up? What's up?
All right. So, look, got the mean show lined up for y'all tonight. let me get my cash app down there. Make sure y'all subscribe to anyone tuned in on YouTube, anyone tuned in on Facebook, anyone on IG. Make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all subscribe or follow on the IG on all platforms. Make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all sharing the live. Tell the people who I be. Yo. Make sure y'all send a cash app donation of at least $100.
$100.
All right, 100 cents.
I'm broke.
Of at least 100 cents.
I got a penny.
Hey, I'll take it. All currency.
$1.
Let's get it. Send it. Send it on through. That goes towards my bottle money. So look, the topics I got for tonight, y'all. As a matter of fact, Miss Kia, you was on Tuesday. Bojo, I think you joined in a little late on Tuesday night.
I wasn't on Tuesday. I wasn't even here on Tuesday.
I wasn't on Tuesday. Oh, you know what? It was actually I had one person.
You had some different people on Tuesday.
Yeah. They tuned in. That was new. Jalmara, she tuned in again, but she actually went live this time.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And it was actually good. It was actually good to see some new faces on there contributing to the show. They held it down for y'all.
People get tired of looking at our faces.
I know. They tired of hearing our logics
they
and
look forward to
shit.
seeing you, Mojo.
Whatever.
They just want to hear us say pause.
Hey.
Right.
I was over here eating my glizzies and stuff with some chips. Pause.
That's not a pause. You can
Not eating her glizzy.
Yep, sure was.
I believe her.
I sure was. I was minding my business.
These families eat glizzies in private. Don't worry.
Oh man. So look, y'all. Let me get into the topics for y'all. Matter of fact, on Tuesday we spoke about what did we speak about? We spoke about the guy who went viral on Tuesday night. We talked about the guy who went viral for who was a plumber who was on the balloon pop game. And let me go.
That's the stupidest game I have seen yet.
What happened? I don't know.
So what happened was the guy went viral. It's a dating game called a balloon pop game. And can everybody mute for a minute, please?
Yep.
So there's a game called a balloon pop game. I guess it's a dating game. And what happened was the guy went viral because he came on all swole. He swole and stuff. And like when the ladies, like as soon as he walked in, a shorty popped the balloon off rip, like bow, like that. She's like, and he automatically looked. So he was triggered by that. So he automatically went into defense mode. At first when I watched it, my first initial reaction was like he wasn't like being disrespectful to nobody or whatever like that. They calling him sassy and stuff like that. But as the shorty, like as the chicks told why they popped the balloon, he always had a response, like a comeback off rip. And the first chick was just basically like, I just feel as though if there's no physical attraction, then that's why I popped the balloon. But she was like, but there's nothing against you. It's just that I don't feel that we have the connection and da 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 da. And he was like, he said his response was like, I forgot exactly what he said, but then he had he said you did me a favor or something like that. You know, so it's like, and then like as the responses went on, he always had a response. So off rip, he was already in defense mode. So at first, my first one, he got fired from his job actually for that actual. Well, also his ex-girlfriend went on live and did like a response to it, and it was just completely like left field. But he got fired, and so we spoke about that. Then we spoke about him being defensive, and then like things like that. So it kind of the conversation went towards a more so the thing of being defensive, and also when you know, like when a guy try to holler at you and you be like, no, some guys may be like, nah, I mean, I no doubt, you know what I mean? Well, you have a good day. Some niggas may be like, man, fuck you then, bitch, da 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 da, you know. So we talked about that.
Yeah, they be like, you wasn't all that no way. But then why the hell were you talking to me?
Exactly. So so they was calling him sassy and stuff like that. So my initial reaction was like, I still don't feel as though he was disrespectful, because he really wasn't disrespectful. It's just that he was.
But how did him going to
I do have to make
that show? How did him going to the show cause him to lose his job? Like how did that transpire?
I mean, it was. I mean, it's hard being black in America, man, especially being a man. But and women too. But still, being a black man in America is hard. And y'all know what it's like to be a black woman in America, so I can't speak to that. But
maybe because he went viral and they thought it was like a negative thing or whatever.
I think it's more so because
probably the company.
I think it's more so what the his ex-girlfriend said, because she was trying to really paint him out to be just some stalker, some all types of stuff. I mean, like she tried to really paint a negative picture of him, which really showed who she was though, because off rip, she was off rip. The first thing she did was deface him and demean him to prove, or to attempt to prove that she wasn't what he said, because she said that he thinks I'm always cheating on him, because every time he comes over, there's guys in my house and I don't have any female friends, I only have male friends. And so she tried to belittle that. I mean, she tried to like belittle that point by saying, oh, he's crazy, he's this, that, and the third, and So kind of like automatically.
So she tried to belittle tried to belittle him to make herself feel good, but meanwhile your actions played a whole part. That's what I don't understand with some women. Like, take accountability for your shit. It's not always the men. Some women just need to take accountability of your actions. Sometimes played a part of how some men react.
I mean, shit, I'm not talking to a shorty who got
everybody's not perfect.
Yeah, like if you got nothing but
but
every time come to your crib, it's niggas at your crib. Listen,
my dude would literally question me, like, what the fuck is these niggas doing in here? Like, my man feels secure in himself, what's going on? You got niggas running here raining the trains on you or something? Like, what the fuck? I'm just saying, though. Whoa. I mean, there ain't that much killing in the world.
No, but I don't want to get into
with some
that.
niggas.
We spoke about that on Tuesday, so I don't want to get into that.
Well, we wasn't here.
Yeah.
But
we wasn't here.
I don't want to get back into that, because that's a whole, like, I would have to literally go back into playing the clips on that, so you can actually hear it. And
yeah, because I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah. I'll send it to the inbox. That way you can see it.
Okay.
Dynamic, what up, baby girl? So I try to join fam, and are you able to join, fam? I'm trying to join everybody again who's able to join. Fitch, what up? Matter of fact, salute to Fitch's niece. She joins in the show sometimes. Ash, that's her birthday. Dynamic, what up, baby girl? So look, let's get into the topics for the night, y'all. So the topics for the night, I got, and I'll let Oh, what up, Fitch?
Hey, yo, who came in there with all that noise?
Hold on.
What up, Pumpkin Spice? Oh, that go Fitch.
Oh, that was Pumpkin Spice?
She was in the background.
Bitch, what are you eating? Every time you come on, you stay eating something. Like, what you got this time?
I just got off of work, so I had my meals prepared for me.
There you go.
Okay. Big Star, the best star.
Big Star is the best star. Loving myself every day. You dig? Let's go, team. How everybody doing tonight?
All right. Doing gravy. So look, let's get it. I'm gonna read out the topics, and I'm gonna let I guess Mojo pick the first. So I have is being there enough. I have air quotes around that. Is being there enough. I have can a man trap a woman with a baby? I do want to talk about that tonight. Has he say she say ever turned you against someone or them against you? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance. I do want to talk about that too. Competing with someone's past. Do you trust your ability to believe what you see in someone? Were you taught how to treat a man or a woman? And and that's all I have for tonight.
Oh, you went that was a lot with these topics. You went all the way in your bag. You went right. That was a lot. You went through your diary, huh? You went through your journal. You went through your diary to dig those ones out. Dear diary, today's topic will be.
I don't go through my. I don't even have. I mean, if I had a diary, that should be fucking full. Living, what up, Living? So, which one you want to talk about first, Mojo?
Dang, that was a lot.
How you doing, baby girl? It's been a minute. So the first one is being there enough. I have. Can a man trap a woman with a baby? Has he say she ever turned you against someone or them against you? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance. Competing with someone's past. Do you trust your ability to believe what you see in someone? And were you taught to treat a man or a woman? How to properly treat a man or treat a woman?
I'm like, yeah, those are a lot of good options. I'm telling you, Mojo, he went through his diary. He was he went through the whole journal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So give me a number from 1 to 7.
No, I'm going with where you taught.
Okay. I knew he was gonna talk. So let's get into it, y'all. Were you taught to properly treat a woman or treat a man? This is a topic because a lot of conversations we have on here, I hear, and also the conversations I have just on a regular basis. People normally pull from their experiences with someone. And the issue I have with that, when you pull from your experiences with someone, is that you also contribute to your experience with somebody. And if you weren't taught to properly treat somebody, to treat the person that you're with, then you're going to bring some type of way of yourself or your way of thinking into that situation. I'm not going to.
Living, you always want to kick somebody off the internet. I just want to kick out all the time. Always trying to kick somebody off. We can't in the door. You don't say hello. You kick somebody off. No, we are not. You are not getting your way today, Living. No, you're not.
Shit. What up, Living? So Mojo. So since you picked it, I mean that's the reason why this topic became a topic. And I'll give my he said, "Shut up, Mojo."
No.
So Mojo, I'll let you rock with that. Go ahead, go first since that's what you chose. You chose that one, and go ahead and get popular. Fish, are you killing somebody in the background? I hear.
I think it's Miss Kia's background.
Miss Kia, are you killing somebody in the background? That's why you're not on screen.
No, not yet.
All right, can you guys hit that mute button for us, please?
The AC went out, so we have house fans on right now.
Oh, shit.
But they know the house fan is on loud, and you can't hear.
No, I don't hear the fan. But go ahead, Mojo.
Yeah, freckles.
Huh?
I do.
I never noticed that this has freckles.
That's moles. I wish it was freckles.
Oh.
She said freckles.
And so, put on low.
I never noticed this has freckles.
Freckle fish. Oh, there you go, Mojo. Oh, that's water. Give me my shot back.
Yeah, no,
so go ahead, Mojo. So tell us, were you properly taught to treat a man? You know, I guess for you to treat a man.
I would say yes and no. So I would say, like, from my household perspective, no. I grew up in a single, so definitely did not see, my mom engaged. No, you were froze, dear. I saw everybody else moving. Me and Fish was moving.
Y'all was moving?
So I would say from a household perspective, no. I never saw my mom had like relationships, but I never saw her, in a role of, you know, how to treat a spouse or a partner.
Okay.
But from my family perspective, I would say yes. So I did grow up in a family where I had one aunt in particular. She passed away, but my aunt was married my entire life, and I saw her
Hold
and
on.
my
My bad,
uncle
Mojo. My bad, Mojo.
about to get the. Oh no, bro!
What the fuck?
Hey yo,
Hey,
living pause. Thank you. Pause.
Yo.
Pause. No Diddy.
Yo.
We don't want to hear that.
Yo, living. Yo, nigga, son.
We wrote. I'm not hungry no more.
Ah,
I ain't even hungry. I was hungry.
Yeah, Bobby,
I'm so disgusted. Pause. All the way pause.
yo, my nigga. My bad.
I'm so disgusted.
Oh, yeah. That powerful niggardry at work here.
In the words of living, salute to the chat.
Yes, yeah. Bleh.
Go ahead, Mojo.
Bleh.
My bad.
But I did grow up in a family where I had an aunt and an uncle. My aunt was married my entire life, and I spent a lot of time at their home and with them. And so I definitely saw from my aunt and from my uncle, which is how it's very double sided in that question. I saw from my aunt how you honor, respect, care for, and follow
Miss
your
Kia,
husband.
can you hit mute, please?
And from my uncle, and I talked about this actually before on here because when I got married or when I was getting married or whatever, I kept saying I am muted. Yeah, she is.
All right, it's Fish then. Can you mute Fish, please?
I wanted someone who I never saw my aunt drive. And so it's stupid to say, but like I said, I talked about it only. But my uncle drove my aunt everywhere. She never had to drive.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh no, Babs doesn't have to drive. Wherever Babs want to go, I take her." And like we would have events. My aunt would be like an hour early for the event, and they would sit in the car and stuff. And so like when I had my bridal shower, I had it at a friend's house, and she called me like an hour beforehand, and she was like, "Hey, there's someone outside of my."
He's freezing. Can you hear me?
Everywhere. She can never be late because that's disrespectful to her and her time. And so I saw from my uncle, how you honor your wife. And even though him driving her somewhere was simple, it was just, how he cared for her, how he catered to her, and how, that I saw from them a very healthy marriage.
Great.
And so, yes. Yes, and because I did. Yeah, how he treated her. My aunt never opened her own doors. My aunt never took out trash. My aunt never, did things in the house that typically like a woman wouldn't do. And I admired their relationship of how they honored one another. So yes, I didn't see it in my home, but I saw it in my family.
Okay. So you were taught indirectly by actually seeing it.
By God is frozen.
So I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, so you were taught indirectly by actually seeing it, not by someone actually, sitting you down, having a conversation with you, things and such and such. So you pulled from their experiences, from what you saw. Okay, now, do you think you walked in that light whenever you were in your relationships, or did you have any variations of your own? Like, or did you try to model that in your own?
I got in a marriage and I did not do that. And I mean, that's sad to say. Like, I got in a marriage and I did not do that. But in hindsight, looking back at it, I also did not choose a partner that was like my uncle. So I couldn't follow you because you weren't leading.
And thank you for being open with us with that. Miss Kia, what's your take on that? Were you taught to properly treat a man?
Damn, God bless you.
What the what?
God bless you. I thought that was a trumpet.
I'm about to say on broad daylight, but it's right on live, huh, man? Just how Biz Markie say picking boogers.
Ew. That's nasty.
Fitch has no shame in his game. Salute to Fitch.
Whatever. He's like, I'm human. Fuck that. All this raw.
Playing the nose trumpet. But go ahead, Miss Kid.
What was the question? No, not really. It's like Mojo said, I came from a single parent household, and my mom, like, I had influences, like from the church, older people, who shape me and basically, advise me of things that you're not supposed to do as a woman and how you're supposed to, treat the men. And then I had some family members who still are married for like 50 something years, but those outlooks, I couldn't basically say I was taught, but some ways I was shown of like what a solid foundation is, and that,
What in the world is that?
Why are you touching? Get off. Hey, yo, the background today is hilarious.
Yo.
Hey, yo. For me.
My G, to you,
can't breathe. You made me lose my train of thought. But no, the way what was the question again? Because I done lost my whole train of thought.
Who taught to properly treat a man?
No, but as I got older, I learned how to properly treat a man, depending on like if he was his ability to be able to lead, to provide, and protect.
Where did you learn that from?
Like I said, my influences, like older people, the people I went to church with who stayed in their marriages, and and just taught and just showed us what marriage and what relationships were about. So I basically had outside influences, not more so like like family and stuff. But then, like I said, as I got older, I started learning what of how to treat a man, and it doesn't really take that much to make a man happy.
So I'm hearing something.
Yeah, cooks.
I grew up in a single family household as well.
Yeah. I learned how to reel them in with my cooking. So that's how I got mine. Reel them in and just be your authentic self. Like it really didn't take too much. So yeah.
Okay. Salute to you, Fitz. I'm hearing like so. The two of you said you grew up in a single family household, right? And I have as well. So now, but you know what? Let me let Fitch go. Fitch, were you taught how to properly treat a woman?
I guess so. I'm not driving your ass everywhere you got to go an hour early, though. That's fucking. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Respectfully.
There's nothing wrong with that thing.
I know. Listen, I got old folks in my family too to do fuck shit. I get it. That's how that's their relationship. You let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
But you said those people married 50, 60 years old, 50, 60 years. That's not fucking. No, it's called compromise.
Listen,
you gotta
everybody,
compromise.
listen, they ain't know no better. And two, ain't no woman, if your husband doing that and he ain't stuck up for himself, she ain't gonna tell him, no, stop it. She ain't gonna let Harold stop being my 40-year-old sucker. No, who won't tell you no?
Why is he a sucker? Because he's driving his wife places.
Because we're together. You can drive places too, goddammit. That's why.
Oh. Yeah, but sometimes we don't want to after a certain point.
Because when she met him, she said, I got me one. And that's why she kept his ass. You know what I'm saying? And he probably had a good job. You know what I mean? And I did.
Oh, yeah. That is powerful.
Very much so. Thank you.
So basically, this nigga dying, like, baby, drive me to the hospital. She would be like, nope, nigga, sorry, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So
the logic.
Yo.
Where do you come up with these logic?
What you gonna do?
In his brain. In his brain.
Listen, I had a heart attack. Well, then you get today. You know what I'm saying?
He said she
I
shut him
thought it
down
was
and
a
said, no,
beautiful
I'm not
thing.
driving you to
Let
the
me hear from
hospital.
Pumpkin Spice. Let me ask her what she taught her.
Right, ask Pumpkin Spice.
Because
If she
got-
wants somebody to
she's
drive her
older than you
somewhere.
now. So let me.
Go ahead. Nah.
While Pumpkin Spice over there cooking you dinner and you can't drive her ass nowhere.
Hey, pumpkin spice. Next time his ass is hungry, be like, I forgot to cook today. Mm-hmm.
I do most of the cooking anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
That's why today.
No.
That's why she's not on camera. She was in the bathroom. Now,
right, stomach hurting like hell.
Now, Fish could cook. Though. I remember he was on live chefing it up once. He was like, "Yo," but so what is her take on this?
She doesn't have a take.
She don't. All right, so.
Don't be shutting Pumpkin Spice down like that. Pumpkin Spice, you have a voice, please.
I don't want to be on camera.
Damn, y'all making it seem like she
don't gotta be on camera, but she can have a take.
I know you're gonna be shutting her down like she ain't allowed to have the pain, boy.
Right, he done told that girl she don't got no damn take.
Nah,
exactly.
Why they jumping you?
Pumpkin Spice.
All right, so look, I've heard.
We're gonna beat you up about Pumpkin Spice.
So I've heard, like y'all say that y'all don't have. Y'all grew up in a single family household. I grew up in a single family household, raised by my mother. I wasn't taught per se by words to how to treat a woman, but my mother did always tell me, always treat a woman the way I would like her to be treated, and I live by that. So. Those were the words that actually, kept me on the right side of my relationships. Not saying that I've done everything right in my relationships. I'm not going to say that because I haven't. That'll be me lying.
I think that fairy tale shit is the worst thing you can do to a woman.
So what?
What? Girls and boys grow up different. I said that fairy tale shit is the worst thing you can do. One, men and women grow up different. Men grow up getting disciplined by their mothers.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't finish saying with my thoughts though, man. Chill.
Right. He done cut you off.
Fish being fish, boy. That's my nigga.
That's right. Fish is back.
Jamie, what up, Jamie? How you been?
Salute the fish in his freckles.
And his what?
Chill. You almost made me spit this jack on this $10 suit. But to actually be taught by a man like like you said, Mojo. Salute to the aunts and uncles out there in the world who who set the examples, who pick up the ball and run with it. Pause. I've seen my uncles. I would say my brother, but that's not the way. That wasn't the way to do it. The way he treated him was differently, but like he was a different story. But my uncles, they were kind of my example. And basically I've seen through them. Now I also, will see the parts that Fitch would say when you treat them a certain way, you're gonna like they'll treat you a certain way sometimes. However, the way you do something shouldn't be because like how someone else is doing anything. Like your integrity should take place at some point or take, precedence at some point. However, you have to have that type of discretion to be like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. However, I did get through with my mother saying, always treat a woman the way that I would want her to be treated. Now, it did set me up. I have to say, because I wasn't warned on the other side. I had to have rude awakenings on, some women could be wicked, yo. And we all know that. So, while me out there doing the right thing, not stepping out, like, just like a lot of chicks that I dealt with up front, at first told me they thought I was soft or a sucker until they found out other shit that I was doing. Or they actually see me have to scrap or get busy. But I'm like, why do you have to see that from me just because I'm being nice to you? Like, why do you think that? Why you take that for granted? And that's what.
Did your mom tell you how to choose a good woman?
No, never taught that. Okay. Honestly, that is a good ass topic. that's next week on Hello though. But checks in the mail. It's just caught up in the pipeline though. How to choose / woman. So
woman or man, because you can use it both ways.
Yeah. So there you go. So so no, I was never taught how to choose, but however, like she always told me that. So I always figured that, I want somebody to be this type of way to my mom. So I actually lived by that. And like I said, it was a setup. Like, so like like I said, the first,
because you was doing the right thing for the wrong person.
For the wrong person, for the wrong people. And,
right.
And is that not, I didn't, it took me a minute to put my foot down, like to the point where it's like, yo, you ain't gonna be fucking playing with me like this. And then it's like, but because some people, like, especially at a younger age, I don't know, like, I guess because of their upbringing, they figured, okay, I could walk all over this nigga. And it just wasn't happening that way. So I let a lot of shit slide into the points where I was like, yo, you're just gonna be out the door. And then it was like, yo, you're just gonna get rid of me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna give you a second chance. What the fuck am I giving you a second chance for? Because I did right by you. You ain't do right by me. That ain't my fault. So fuck your second chance. Like, I mean, heckle your second chance. I'm gone. I mean, your second chance, do right by the next nigga you get with. Know what I mean? And so, like, to me, like I said, I think people should be taught by men and women how to treat, each other, because like everybody's not going to give you like if Fitch is teaching his kid, his son, or his daughter. Know what I mean? Like the thing is like they have to hear what he's going to say, because they're going to hear that other side of it. They have to hear that other side of it. If Mojo is teaching somebody, he's like, Mojo will probably tell them both sides. I don't think she's gonna try to make it over.
Yes, I tell my son good and bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm like your mom. Like I tell my son, how to treat a young baby, but I also talk to him about warning signs. So like when he's dating a certain girl or something like that, and I'm like, well, let's look at it this way. Is that a red flag? Is that something that you should, I try to point those things out, not make the choice for him, because he has to learn how to make the choices himself, but teaching him like, you don't want a girl. Yeah, you don't want a girl who want to go out all the time. You don't want a girl who always wants you to pay for everything. Like,
tell him, run, Forrest, run. Run, Forrest, run. So I know Miss Kia will say, will teach her kids, fuck that nigga, or fuck that bitch. In the words of me.
Now, why you gonna throw me up under the bus like that? I would never teach my son. I'd be like, treat others the way you want to be treated, but I don't want you bringing home no ratchet ass little female, because guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna turn her ass away from the door. That's just the type of mom I am. Like, but I can't pick and choose who my son's gonna date. They're gonna have to bump their head and learn their lesson on their own.
Right.
Only thing I can do is be there to guide them, and their dad is there to guide them, to teach them, like, hey, this is how you're supposed to behave as a man. This is how a woman is supposed to behave. That's the only thing I can, advise them to do. They're going to make, like, even us, like, as adults, we're going to make the wrong decisions. You're going to bump your head a couple of times until you get it right.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's the only thing I can say. I ain't going to say, like, I just tell them, you girls going to be here to the day you die. Live your life.
Let me ask y'all a question. So Fitch, I'll let you rock. Well, maybe I guess I'll let Miss Kia rock first. Well, let's put it like this. Fitch, hold up. Did you ever answer if you were taught? I don't know if you answered like if you were taught.
No, I don't think Fitch got a chance to answer.
No, he responded, but I'm not sure if he said that if he was.
No.
Yeah, Fitch.
I just look at my life ever.
So
take care of your own anytime.
I mean, my parents are married, no right. So, yeah. I mean, I think they have their own relationship. I think all relationships are the perfect. I don't want to say perfect. You know what I'm saying? I think people stay together for different things in the old days. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and try to clinically break down my parents, but my mom has her own way. I don't always agree with the way my mom thinks, but it's not what I like. It's what my dad likes. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know what I'm saying?
Let me drop a bomb for you on that one, because that's a good ass point right there.
My mom, you gotta look at how people raise them. My mom was a woman who had her and a sister and my grandfather. My grandfather spoiled my mom and my aunt, you know what I'm saying, and raised them like queen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to them, they always get the earth. And I come from a family of a lot of women. So they all kind of have that bougie, I'm the god of the earth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't walk behind me type shit, you know what I'm saying? You don't deserve me. Now, I'm not saying my pops does that, but they're women who like to get spoiled, you know what I'm saying? Or they just have that thing. I don't agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that shit, as you get into adulthood, it makes it very hard to kind of work with you sometimes. You know what I mean? So I think women are like that. But I still think my mom was an amazing woman. My pops, he's a hardworking dude. My dad's also kind of old country. So to him, working like, I call it like working the slave ship and just working his job, going home, coming home, he expects his dinner on the table, you know what I'm saying? And that's simple stuff. My mom also was more of the educated woman in the family. So, you know, she's the stocks and bonds person. My dad just works and gives it a go. I think that's the big difference, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my pops is a classic handy guy, like, you know what I'm saying? He can fix, you know, when he was younger, and he's old now, he was trying to fix stuff, he might blow up the house. But, you know what I'm saying? He's still, you know what I mean? He's still a cool dude, though. You know what I'm saying? I love my pops. You know, he's a quiet dude, though. He's not real loud, you know what I'm saying? But he can fix shit, you know what I'm saying? He could go do the screwdrivers and, you know, change the wires and shit like that, do the car stuff, you know what I mean? So he was a man's man, you know what I mean? So I think it worked for them, you know what I mean?
Interesting point, Fitch, that you just made. And I never thought of that, honestly. But you said that's what he likes. That's not what I like. That is.
I don't.
No. I gotta give you flowers on that. That is very interesting. Like, what? So, did you did you seek women who were the opposite of your mom, or like what did you seek? Like, what did like from seeing that? Because like I know, like I grew up in a single mother and a single parent household, but I did see my mother married. She was married to my father actually when I was like 2 or 3, and then he was gone in like 2 or 3 days, and then I didn't see her married. So like,
it's selfishness. You know that, right? So you're on that. So if you're a woman who's kind of spoiled and has her way, that's a form of selfishness. So that trait is going to come out. So that I definitely think in the beginning.
Wanted to spoil, like, what if the man wanted to spoil the woman, like, and there wasn't?
Well, how does that affect the child though? So you say, yeah, you asked me a question where do I think it affected me? I think in the beginning, because I'm out there chasing, you know what I'm saying, women that are not so healed in a way. They're kind of spoiled, so they don't have a good emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Now I wouldn't deal with that, but definitely looking when I was younger, I had a plethora of women like that. You know what I'm saying? Even what you might call a good woman, they weren't able to. You know what I'm saying? When you have that gene in you, that spoiled in you, you're a little manipulative sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm not. My mom was more of a grown adult. She might have been a motherfucker when she was younger. Who knows? You don't know what your parents are doing, but you know what I mean. But you don't know what part of that trait and the parent can pass on to you as a child. So that comes into you, and now as you're developing yourself out there, walking into the real world. Yeah, I think it does have an effect on you. You know what I'm saying? These are things we have to look at.
So do you think women like your mother?
Yeah, I just said that. I think I'm saying that trait that's in her, it might not be a negative in her adulthood, but that trait is there when I was looking for women. A lot of women I've dated, I've been manipulative, spoiled, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Those women are out there. I definitely wouldn't do that now. I would say no.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question to the ladies. Because y'all say y'all grew up in a single parent household. I'm assuming it's the mom.
Okay. No.
So, and you two, with you two being ladies, being women, do you think that you modeled your relationship after how you saw your mother?
No, I was the opposite of my mom.
I was total opposite.
My mom was very like passive and stuff like that. I was definitely not like
passive.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I in that way I'm kind of like fit. I saw things, you know, in my mom that I didn't like, and not that I didn't like it in her, but I didn't like how she was treated by other people. I saw people step on my mom and walk over my mom and mistreat my mom, and so then I determined I was going to be the complete opposite. You ain't never gonna step on me. You ain't never gonna walk all over me. You ain't never gonna tell me. And so then as I got older, I realized, hey, there has to be a balance there.
Yeah.
There are men who like to spoil their women, says Mako. Right. So what about you, Ms. Kia? Definitely has to be a balance.
What did she say? What did Mako say?
Said she responded to when bitch talking about being spoiled. She's like, there are men who like to spoil their women.
But
don't like to be spoiled.
And I agree with her, but I think the bitch's point, or where I would agree with him at is about the selfishness. His point is about selfishness.
Yeah.
So you can be in a relationship and spoil your partner both ways, but when it becomes a point of selfishness, when that's when there's an issue.
Yeah,
Right.
I've seen it firsthand. I've dealt with it because I spoiled my partner to the point where, like, I mean, it still wasn't good enough. So, like, I dealt with it. I mean, but I'm not gonna even talk about that because I don't want to paint a bad picture. Like, I mean, I don't even want to be negative at all. Like, I mean, because no way I say it will actually seem positive at all. You know, so I'm not gonna.
I can say for me, like, when the spoiledness, when I literally said no one time, it was like, to them, it felt like I belittled them, and it was all like, no, that's just me saying no. Like every time I'm always saying yes, 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 yes. Then once I literally tell somebody no, it's all like, oh, you belittle me, you make me feel like this and this and this, and I'm like, that's not even the case. Like, I'm always telling a motherfucker no, but I know for like
no again. My bad.
For me, like my mom, I watched my mom relationships, and one thing I always had in my mind, because I came from, let's put it like this. How can I put it in terms? Let me make sure nobody in my family is watching.
Now you put your mom on Front Street.
I ain't put my mom on Front Street. I always told myself when I was little, and just seeing the situations, that I will always have my own man. I would not share no with nobody, and I would not but anybody who is like had the same qualities that my mom did, and seeing what my mom and dad went through. You know what I mean? So I always told myself, like, I was always want to be there for my kids. I would never put my, I've seen people do it, but put their spouses or their significant other before their children, and allow that person to come into their home and just tell their kids whatever. Like, you don't even have the role of stepdad yet. Like, you just coming in here just demanding shit. Like, I always tell myself that.
A different topic for a different day. Oh my.
Yeah, I would never allow somebody to come into my household and make my kids feel uncomfortable in their home. You know what I mean? So, like, that's one thing. Like, I told myself I would never allow somebody, and I always made sure of that. So when I did procreate and had children, I made sure, like, that they would never have to experience that they will always have a 2-parent household. And we both came from single parent households, but we, learn how to just be parents and just be there for our children, so they know how it takes both of us just to raise them collectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so,
all right.
This pizza ain't hot enough.
I like this topic. However, thank y'all for tuning in. Factuals, style for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. Let's get into like some halfway fuckery, y'all.
What?
Can the man?
Hey, Mel.
Can the man trap a woman with a baby?
Yeah.
Y'all
good for y'all do.
Can the man? Like, I saw someone talking about this, like, and it was a shorty. She was on her live, like, sometimes, like, if I like hit, like, I go on my Instagram and then, like, it'll like have like a clip, and I watch the clip and then it'll scroll to the next thing and it'll go to somebody live on their TikTok. I'm not, if I don't even follow them, and it was just a chick just sitting there just, and so I'm like, okay, what is she talking about? So I was listening to her talk. I always give people like at least 10, 15 seconds to hear what they're talking about. She was actually talking. She wasn't just trying to sit there like. So she was actually talking. She was actually still doing that though. She was talking. No lie. So no lie. But she was like saying like, let's talk about how these men be out here trapping these chicks with babies. And I'm like, I was like, okay, let's talk about it. But like, I mean, so I want to get y'all take on that. So Miss Kid, I want you to go ahead and I got to do it for you. I want you to go.
Body roll.
Break it down. Break it down, Devontae.
So how they? I just want to point out that Fitz did not body roll. Okay.
He did the cigarette.
You body roll with that cigarette.
He did the Stokey roll. He was like this. So, nigga, we know you just moving the camera, nigga. Nah, son. But go ahead, Miss Kid.
I believe men can, because here's the thing: men can just do what they do to procreate, and when they don't feel like they don't want to do nothing, guess who's left with the child? The mom. The mom never leaves the kid. In some instances, they do, and I know done before.
That's kind of an oxymoron.
Dudes be like,
never leaves a kid, and in some instances they do. That's
no,
my bad. My bad to point out the oxymoron.
I'm just saying, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you know, when a person is in a relationship and they're like, oh, we planned to have this baby, and then she has the baby, and then all of a sudden you don't want to act right. So basically, you entrapped her and you gave her these false narratives and these false hopes that y'all want to be this perfect family, and you then trapped this girl with a baby. So now she's stuck with you for the rest of her life and got to deal with your ass because you didn't want to act right. But you guaranteed this woman, like, hey, let's make a baby. I want to have a baby by you. Like, you talked a good game. And when it came down for you to be an adult and be a man and man up, you didn't want to do it. So you basically trapped that woman with that baby, and that baby, now she's stuck with you and got to carry this baby and deal with you. When all the while, if you didn't want to be with that woman, wrap your shit up. Just wrap it up. Like, why keep procreating kids out here and making moms be single parents? And then they wonder why some women are bitter. Like, look at the shit that you put them through. We got to go through 9 months of carrying a child, go through bodily changes, hormonal changes, and everything else. And y'all men, y'all just, the only thing y'all get is a quick nut. We are the ones who got to go through the mental, physical, and everything else.
Like,
no.
Let her finish.
Because it's the motherfucking truth. Only thing y'all got to do is bust the nut.
It's the motherfucking truth. God damn it, no, it's not the truth. No.
It's her truth.
But meanwhile, women, we got to go through the bodily, the emotional, the making sure we're risking our life to carry a baby for you, to carry your last name.
Mojo? Who opened that diary, Mojo?
I ain't in my diary. I wasn't in chat. I wasn't trapped, nigga. Look, listen.
1,376. This motherfucker nutted in me, and I gotta deal with this motherfucker, and I don't want to do it
for 18 years.
Just shit.
For 20-something years, the rest of my life I gotta see this nigga on birthdays, holidays, and shit. Nigga wanna come back and see his kids.
We'll revisit that. Go ahead, Fitch. Respond to the topic. Respond to the topic, though. Like, and then
I got the topic, nigga. You know what I'm saying? In the real world, it is women trapping niggas with babies. All right, because I ain't never met a nigga go, I'm going to eat that pussy and bust a nut. I want to have a baby with you. So I don't know who the fuck. Listen, you got some scumbag niggas out there, but 99.89% of niggas ain't trying to have no baby, okay? Because a baby means check. All right, so I don't know. So niggas do that shit, they extra toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if you got that nigga. I really am.
What happens when you go raw dog? What happens? What happens when you go raw dog?
Let him finish.
All I'm saying is, when women see a good nigga, and that nigga don't want to be with them no more, them babies start appearing out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You can ask every NBA football player in the world. You know what I mean? You can ask every nigga that was about to go pro out of high school, was about to lead the projects. Damn, nigga got 2 babies. Nigga got 2 babies in the 12th grade. Keyshawn was the best player in the Bronx. Now he's stuck on the Tremont for the rest of his life. He met that bad little mommy on 3rd Street.
Make it cry like a baby, yo. Let's go, bro. Make a video.
That sounds like my life story that you just said, but it's not even like true. It was a false narrative that people put in the street.
So you fucked the best nigga in the Bronx, best, and then got a
no. People thought people made this false narrative because my children's father, when we became friends, we were best friends first. So when we started dating, everybody thought that he was supposed to go to the league, which he never did. Like he was already in college. We both was in college. So when I got pregnant, people was all like, "Oh, we respect you because you stayed here to help her with the kids. And that was never the case. My dude never was in the NBA. He never was even going to be signed to the NBA because he does music. They don't even know what he went to college for. Yes, he can.
Can he dribble?
Yes, a lot.
How tall is he?
You don't get. He's 6'3".
That nigga wasn't going to the league at 6'3". Not now playing.
No, he's 6'3". So, but he can play. But people thought, that he was going to go to the league and like, oh, well, we respect you because you're going to stay here and help her. Like, what kind of woman would I be if I stopped somebody from chasing their dreams, even if we had a kid? Like,
would she be?
No. I'm like, do you actually hear yourself and how it sounds? Does that even sound right?
I know a lot of niggas that a lot of dudes got babies. They love their daughters, they love their sons, but it wasn't the plan of action.
Yeah.
It was not the plan of action.
That part. Go ahead, Mojo.
Well.
Man, trap a woman with a baby.
No, he can't.
Go ahead, Mojo.
Because he can't take babies.
Come on, Mojo. Bust our bubbles, Mojo.
Yes, he can. Is it the more common thing? Maybe not necessarily, but we've had this discussion before. We all know what having unprotected sex can create. So if you don't take those precautions, then you are saying, whether you say verbally or not, that you are open to, you are willing to, you're willing to take the chance of having a child. So whether you're an NBA hopeful or the nigga from the block, if you out here raw dogging girls, then that woman can end up pregnant. And yes, there are some men, and I mean, let's be honest, y'all are on a live. In the heat of the moment, there are men who have said, I want you to have my baby. Yeah. Maybe in that moment maybe outside of that moment they don't mean that, but it has been said. So if you say that and you follow it up with the actions that make that, and then like Miss Kia said, or like you said, you have no desire to actually have a child.
Mojo be putting that puss on them like, I want you to have my baby.
that happens. That happens when you're. Listen. That happens when you're young, when you're still learning about sex. But when you start having sex a lot, you be dating a girl, and you be busting up in her all day. Wait. You be busting up in her all day, every day for like 2 years strong. She ain't never got pregnant once. And then all of a sudden, when it's time to go, or she's in her feelings, all of a sudden the baby appears. You know what I'm saying? Women have this nurturing moment. When they want something, they want to keep you around, we're going to give you a baby.
First of all, what you just said made no sense. Like,
I know, it never does.
I heard him because there was a lot of background noise, but what he just said made no sense. You're in a relationship, you're having unprotected sex with somebody for 2 or 3 years, they never end up pregnant. The moment you decide you want to go, they end up pregnant. That's not the way my
Fitch, guess what? Hey, Fitch, so you saying that they still be poking holes in the condom and shit and they stop taking their birth control?
He said that
they were
having unprotected sex.
Say it again.
Let me say this. Mojo, was you done? Back up.
Yeah, my answer to the question is yes. It the same way a woman can trap a man with a child, a man can trap a woman with a child. There's actually a movie. I'll think of it while you're talking, where the man tried to get his wife pregnant because like she didn't want a child and she didn't want to have a child, and so he was like secretly going behind her back, like trying to get her pregnant.
Yeah, but
like it happens. I'm not saying it's the most thing, but it happens.
So I will say this, ladies.
To me,
hold on, Fitz.
That's addictive.
I will say
you try to get a woman pregnant.
Hold on, Fitz. I will say this, and then I'll let you rock. I hear like cars in the background. Can I mute you?
That's me.
All right, so I will say this. I want to think no. And the reason why I'll say no is this, y'all. Because ladies, is your body, your choice. And that's the reason why I say no, because it's like having the baby is your choice, right? And we can, just like the same way we cannot force you to get rid of the baby, we can't force you to keep it neither. And however, if you choose, it's like, yes, we both making like the choices to have unprotected sex. Like it's your body, ladies. Kid, Miss Kid, can you pause, mute, please? It's your body, ladies. Like, so you have to understand this. And I'm saying this with sensitivity. So if I seem insensitive about it, that's not my intention. Okay. The same way it's your body, your choice when it comes to having the baby, you have to also take that same approach when it comes to having sex, period. If you let a nigga run up in you raw, like Mojo said, you're risking the chance of getting pregnant. You have to understand that. If by the time you're done having sex, you don't see no nut on the sheets, no nut on you, on the small of your back, guess what he bust at?
I thought if you kiss somebody, that's how you got pregnant.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Me too.
However, but like, you must be fertile as a fuck. You know what I mean? You get pregnant from your mouth? Hey, love, what up, baby?
That was so nasty.
Rico, what up? Yo, just because she may have seen me in and out of her house, there's no way that she could have a baby out of her mouth. Know what I mean? Like, Jada, know what I mean? But bottom line is this: like, look, if you let a nigga run up in you raw, Rhonda, what up, baby girl? If you let a nigga run up in you raw, you are risking that chance as well. I will say this: if you're not willing to have that baby, take the plan B. Know what I mean? Off rip, day one. Like, know what I mean? You don't have to go through all the other stuff. Like, if you are willing, or talk to him about it. That's the
But that decision is a two-person decision.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No.
If we both are consenting in a sexual encounter, we both decide if we're using protection or not.
So then why isn't it a two-person decision that if she decides she wants to keep the child or not?
Like you said, because the child is now in her body. But the decision to have unprotected sex is a mutual decision.
No, yeah, mutual. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, if it's a mutual decision, like sometimes people get drunk, right? They both are drunk. Sometimes people don't know. Like sometimes yeah, he may slide the condom off. Know what I mean? And women, I know y'all can tell the difference between the condom being.
See, then that's not a mutual decision. That's not a mutual decision.
Not mutual. So sometimes niggas do that because they want to feel this shit. Like, oh, I can't feel it with the condoms. They may slide it off and slide it back in. Women like, I've heard women say they could tell the difference between having a condom on and a condom off.
You definitely can.
So my thing on that is this: like, if you could tell the difference between the condom being on and off, you know when that nigga did that shit. Matter of fact, you can feel his hand go down there and slide this shit off. I mean, however, my thing is this: once you realize you're pregnant, like, what is your course of action? Also, once you realize a nigga didn't bust outside of you, what is your course of action? Like, once you realize you have unprotected sex, because it may be too late. Now, I'm pretty sure it could be. Now, I mean, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is once you realize it, what do you do? And like, I guess she's saying like you may be like, I'm pretty sure you know within that first trimester, right? Like,
you know what?
Like that you're pregnant. Would you? I'm not a woman, so I can't tell. I don't know.
I mean, there are the rare oddities that you see where people do the whole thing and they never knew. But yeah, most times, yeah.
So I'm one of them people who I'm gonna put it out there. I'm one of them people when I was pregnant. Yeah, when I was pregnant.
I mean, yeah, there are those rare oddities, but most times you miss your cycle, so that's how you know.
Okay.
So I'm one of them people when I was pregnant. When we found out I was pregnant with my twins, I was already 6 months pregnant. I did not show. I did not have. I had a period. I was on birth control.
Wow.
It was not until I went to the doctors and one day they were like, Ms. Smith, you're pregnant. And we had to get an emergency ultrasound. And that's when we found out we was having twins. And we were like, oh, shit.
Okay.
It's even when it's saying when I had my youngest one 10 years later, like we talked about having another kid. But I didn't find out I was pregnant until I was 16 weeks because, you know, I was on birth control. I was doing everything I was supposed to do. I was still having my menstrual. And yes, like, you know what you're doing if you're doing it raw dog. But some women, we do not know because our bodies react differently with the birth control. So with the birth control, I got pregnant on birth control, and I was taking it daily.
It's not the commonality.
No, I took it daily because I knew we were still young. We were fresh out of college. We were friends, but we knew what we was doing. But I knew
You got pregnant with the birth control?
She was like
I
this
got
right
pregnant
here.
with the birth control.
She said she
Okay.
got pregnant more than once with it.
I got.
I know. I've heard that
because
story
what
before too,
happened?
Maury.
No, what happened was
You said you
I
heard
took
it was
birth
it?
control, and then I started taking the IUD. I got pregnant with my son, and 10 years later, again on birth control.
So
the birth control was not working for me.
you had to do the IDs. I know.
And the only way you would know it doesn't work is if she ended up pregnant.
So she did that. So you say you got pregnant.
So in order for
birth
them,
control, and then you decided
and
it
it
ain't working.
Yeah, because I was wearing a size 6 with no stomach. I had no stomach. I was working 2 jobs, and we were in school. And next thing you know, I'm like, I wasn't feeling well, and he was getting all of the symptoms. I wasn't getting the morning sickness. He was. So like,
whoa,
I had a doctor's appointment,
but you still had a cycle.
I still had a cycle through my whole pregnancy.
Wow.
Still had a menstrual and everything, even though I was pregnant. And then it didn't stop until I was like 7 months pregnant. That's when it actually stopped.
Those are like anomalies. Like those not the common.
But it didn't stop until I was 7 months pregnant.
All right, so
yeah, they're called symptoms or whatever.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, and then now that's why I got fixed right after my youngest one. I was like, you know what? It's either you get fixed or I get fixed. Because if we don't,
because you know that birth control don't work for you at all.
Yes, I got fixed right after my 12-year-old.
But look, that's not him trapping you. You're on birth control. Y'all both consented to having sex.
So we wasn't ready.
Doing what's necessary not to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we wasn't ready because we were still young. We were still in college. We were still figuring out life.
Yeah, but neither one of you wasn't trying to trap the other one.
Yeah, so that's a difference. He was willingly busting up. Here. Now I mean, it's your field. Play ball. Like, now I mean, so bottom line is he wasn't trying to trap you. So in a situation like that, if you're saying you're on birth control,
he was trying to trap me.
And he's shooting the club up. He's not trying to trap you. He's thinking.
I think he was trying to trap me.
Free Willie. Know what I mean? Like, yo,
he was trying to trap me.
Free raise. Like, he ain't trying to trap you. You try to trap
bring that in.
You ain't take that pill that day.
No.
Boy. She said like this with that.
She said she was on an IUD. That's not a pill.
No. She said she got pregnant a few times on the pill.
Yeah, I got pregnant twice. That's why I got fixed after my 3rd one.
Oh yeah, something wrong with this kid.
Yeah, something definitely wrong.
Nothing don't work for her.
Yeah.
Nope.
But Miss Kid, can you so basically, like I said, see, situations like that is like that could be rare. I'm not sure how often that is. However, that's not a
it's more rare. It's more rare. That's more rare.
It sounds rare. It's not a trap situation.
Yeah.
So like I said, if a nigga is up in you raw and you willingly let the nigga go up in you raw, you know you stand a chance of getting pregnant.
We both know that here. We both know.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you both.
You know and I know.
Yeah, but he can't take the plan B for you. And plan B.
No, he cannot.
Yeah.
No, he cannot.
His only.
But again, we both
know.
know.
Black King. His only course of making sure you got the kid is maybe actually putting a banana peel on the step. I mean, you fall down that motherfucker.
No.
Like, I'm pregnant and punch her in the stomach.
My bad. But you know.
No.
See, what happened was I was minding my business and I slipped and fell onto the child.
Then if he doesn't want to,
a lot of people need to realize
he needs to take to protect
kids are by.
Hold on, Black King. I'm gonna let you do stuff first. What's saying, Mojo?
If he doesn't want to have a child, again, like we talk about it's all about self accountability. You can't put your responsibility or accountability on someone else. So if he doesn't want to have a child, he needs to protect himself. If she doesn't want to have a child, she needs to protect herself. Everyone is accountable for themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
And so if you don't take your accountability, nobody traps you. You fucked up.
You trap yourself.
So that's
right.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Accountability, like, yes, if he's willing to have sex with you raw, right? And you willing to let him have sex with you raw, you are willing to have that kid.
I guess we both willing to have a baby.
You willing to have that
Can
kid?
I say something real quick?
So Black King, introduce yourself and then like answer like, can a man trap a woman with a baby?
How everybody doing? My name Black King, your boy ABL King Drip, entrepreneur, chef.
Peter Griffin. I'm a family guy. Yes, a man can trap a female, and a female can trap a man. My thing is like this lady said, it deals with the point of the fact that you Monday Night Wrestling, you out here going raw, is accountability. Is accountability. Like I was saying, kids are a byproduct of sex. First of all,
Baby, I
if
like
you
you
can't
raw.
see yourself possibly having a child with this woman, you shouldn't be fucking her in the first place. Because anything can happen. Y'all can both have took precautions to not have a child, but the condom could break. The birth control could be a little off. So therefore, if you are having sex, make sure you are having sex with somebody that at least that you can be like, damn, this is a possibility. This could be my baby mom. People out here fucking anything with no expectations, and like I said, they go on Monday Night Raw. And it's not only just the fact that you can come out with a kid, they got some shit that you can't go back to the store and get a receipt that you got forever. That's that herpes, or you got acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So you can take away more from having raw sex than just a child.
Yeah. You can
Now they got a new one where you can get like a sexually transmitted wing.
You can get rid of what?
And plus, a lot of dudes be out here, and this goes both ways. A lot of dudes be out here hollering females are trifling and dirty, but you fucked her, so that make you dirty. And if she hollering he trifling and dirty, but you fucked him, so you dirty. Like a lot of people don't. When I look at that, I look deeper. Like we don't want to fuck with somebody who got a job because he's ordinary and he's boring. She want to fuck with Tyrone, who 40, who live in his aunt's basement and sell weed. So you're a byproduct of your own fucking decisions. At the end of the day, like she got to realize who she fucking. Tyrone got 3 kids that he fighting child support and all types of goofy shit over. Why would you sit down and fuck this nigga?
Still right. And so
you look past the dude that had stability, had a job, but he was too average. He was too normal. He was just going to work and coming home minding his fucking business. That wasn't fancy enough for you. You wanted the nigga with some spice.
Exciting.
Deal with the spice, baby girl. All I'm saying is deal with the spice of your decision. So even though it's ultimately our responsibility and accountability, if you know this nigga wasn't shit, then you should have not fucked him.
Exactly. Big fact.
So my thing is, and I love that. I mean, I love everything you were saying. I mean, I love everything everybody's saying because I see both sides of it. I do get what's being said from everybody. And I'm not even listening to agree or disagree. So I'm not saying anybody is wrong here by any stretch. My thoughts are simply this. If we both know we going raw, like he said, and like Mojo said, like we both know you stand a chance of being pregnant. I mean, so like that means that can't be a trap. Now, if that should get right. Clickety clack.
That's that Rick James, the stickiest of the icky.
Give me a pound of Swedish Shiba. If you decide to lay down with somebody, I mean, like, if y'all both just had drunk sex, it was an accident. You don't remember what happened. I mean, you both don't know what happened. Maybe he knew, maybe you did it. If you don't know, like, there's always the next morning where there's something that you can do to prevent those things from happening. So what I'm saying is, it's always like, ladies, like, it is your choice to have like after you have like the kid, like, it's your choice. Like, if the niggas want to go raw and you don't want to go raw, you know what? If you know you don't want to have a kid, don't let that nigga go raw. You can.
Can I just say something to combat that? And I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I hate the word rape. I hate the thought of rape. Hold on one second, fam. And then, like, if you don't want to run the risk of having a kid, don't let the nigga go raw. Point blank. Period. So that's.
And when you say there's things that she can do for her the morning after, some females don't want to inject themselves with some shit that's going to give them cancer in 5 years, just to stop them from getting pregnant.
Injection. I get what you're saying. Like, listen.
No, I'm talking about just even though it stops you and it kills the baby, that's a lot of chemicals that they putting in their body. Also, it can fuck them up from having a child when they actually meet somebody they want to have a child with.
Even abortions.
Listen,
Abortions will make
74% of them eat McDonald's.
Yeah, but abortion big fat mess you up too. Like it's not just the pill.
Injecting yourself with chemicals. Unless that shorty is out there like eating right, I mean exercising on a regular basis. Like yo, if you eat McDonald's, I don't want to hear about you want to put a morning after pill in your body.
Because they did say this lady had a McDonald's meal that lasted from 1978.
This ain't against anybody. But what I'm saying is, if you out there eating that, if you still eat Taco Bell, you know what I mean? If you still
eating hot Cheetos,
if you eat Takis and if you eat, you know what I mean, like if you still drink Coca-Cola and all this other shit, if you took all these vaccines,
if you still perm your hair,
if you still perm your hair, if you still do all these other things,
don't do that, bitch. Don't do that. Bitch, don't do that.
If you still use fingernail polish.
My thing is, I don't want to hear.
Yeah, don't do that, bitch.
I don't want to hear nothing about. I don't want to put that in my body. I don't want to hear it because you already got that shit in your body.
Well, then from the rip, she put that dirty nigga dick inside her. So what's she complaining about?
Say the same thing.
Yo, hold up.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
When you start saying that, that's the first thing that popped in my mind. Like,
oh shit, Mojo started early. Yes.
Right, like now you got standards.
Niggas out here dirty nigga.
Now you got standards.
Niggas out here dirty nigga Thursdays. So like,
you talking about all you drink is Henny and you wonder why you got yeast infection. But
oh shit.
I'm sorry, that's slick.
PH balance all that stuff.
Out here still drinking E and J. So my bad, ladies.
You try to be a top shelf chick drinking bottoms up.
Nothing against you. Because you
The
definitely
wigs do have chemicals too. That's why I said about the perms too. All of that stuff has chemicals.
Drink E and J, I am not fucking her. Period. If I go,
her pH is all the way off.
I am Jazzy Jeffing myself from her crib.
Her pH is all the way off after that.
Oh, what about the motherfuckers who say they don't drink nothing but Henny and bring E and J to the cookout? You say you don't drink nothing but Henny, but you brought a bottle of E and J.
Listen, they come to the cookout, they're drinking that and they get nothing to eat. Don't touch any of a bottle here.
And they drinking OE too.
Yeah, they drinking exactly what they.
Oh shit!
I'm not making
sure. Their pH is all the way off.
Look, don't make fun. Don't make fun of the bottom of the shelf drink because I drink Still Reserve. This is a pineapple boy.
I was just thinking the other day, should I give myself a 40? I said,
like I got some gentleman's Jack, but I also got that motherfucker Still hors d'oeuvre.
Best of both worlds. He over there singing best of. God damn. Yo, so
that gentleman Jack be on point.
So let's do this, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Bitch, y'all over there drinking poison.
Please. Your kids are cursing you out.
No, they're not. They're playing a video game.
Bitch said y'all drinking poison.
Yeah, big time. I can't do it. But thank y'all for tuning in to hashtag Factuals, your one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment and the finest of fuckery. Let's get into this, y'all. Let's say
I think I did too much when I added the second TV to my living room.
No. You good. That way you can watch two things at once. You got two eyes, nigga.
Uh-huh.
Now, I mean, Biggie to watch two things at once. Oh, well, when he was, my bad, Biggie. I love you. Biggie.
Listen, do you live alone? That's a bachelor's pad?
No.
Yeah.
Whoa. Somewhat.
I'm about to say, if you live with a woman, she's like, you're not put that TV out.
Oh no, no. Sometimes when I'm watching,
I feel it.
You can watch that TV. That's a 65-inch curve, and this is a 70-inch just regular TV. I might have to flip the fucking the camera around. So just do this.
There you go.
Well, this shit. Well, don't mind me, but I do have a okay house.
Hey, listen. We're gonna give you a new rap name.
At least you got a house and not living in a basement.
That is true.
Or at his mama house.
He got two shows.
Or at his mama house.
Two shows.
That is true.
Sleeping on a mattress.
So look.
Child, air mattress in the mama basement.
I'm gonna let matter of fact, I ain't seen my nigga in a minute. I'm gonna let him pick between these topics. Is being there enough? Has he say, she say ever turned you against someone or them against you? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance. I do want to talk about that. And competing against someone's past. Hold up. And my bad. Do you trust your ability?
Hey, yo, pause the hell out of this.
Very pause. Chicken
That is
no,
the
it's not.
biggest pausery I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, yo!
And you wake up the next morning, sleep on the floor because the air mattress is deflated and
Air mattress got a hole in it.
Oh, my nigga. Hey, yo.
Your bathroom still got potpourri still in it.
I gotta agree. Salute to Mojo and that pausery.
Because that was a big one.
She's learning.
The fact that you wrote that down, you should never have did that.
Somebody screenshot that, please.
That ain't nothing but broke nigga dick.
So Black Cat, I want you to choose between these. Is being there enough? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance. Has he say, she say ever turned you against someone or them against you? Competing with someone's past? Or do you trust your ability to believe what you see in someone?
Well, the first thing that popped in my head is being there enough and make me think of Ocean. I mean, Usher, Moving Mountains. You said you would stay, but I've been sleeping with a ghost. I'm down and out. So, yeah, I would like to talk about the whole thing of people saying that they're there. You can be there, but not be there. No, because when you said that shit, like, that shit hit home. Like, when I had a situation when I was with my baby mom, like, we went through something. And when I heard that Usher song, like, you said you would stay, but I'm sleeping with a ghost now. So just because you're there, that don't mean that you actually there or accountable for, you know, certain shit. So it would be nice to hear people's opinion on that. Just, you know, to give me some closure.
Yeah, Miss Kia.
Message.
What? What was the question again?
In regards to is just being there, being around enough.
It's just being there enough. Is being there enough?
Sometimes it depends on the person. It's situational because sometimes some people want, depending on male or female, is that mental and emotional stimulation. They just want you to be there in the present. They want you to be present. Boy, chill.
They kicking your ass right now.
They're not. They're in the living room playing a video game. I need to find them account. That's what that means. But anyway, depending on the person, like sometimes being there is just enough for them, like, you know, emotionally, mentally, and physically, you know, and just being 100% just down for that person. That's just showing up. And, you know, if they express their needs, you know, you should be able to meet them halfway, you know, and be able to compromise. Yeah.
I think I see what you're saying. Do you mind elaborating, like, for a second, please? I want to make sure I fully understand.
So you keep coming to my store, so if you don't buy nothing, I don't care if you're showing up. Buy something.
Right. Like, support them. You know, they just need support, no matter what it is in life. Like, some people just need support. You know, it don't matter what's going on. It could be for, like, in a relationship. It could be, you know, stuff that's just going on in their daily life. Just showing up for that person. Like, being there sometimes is just enough. You know, so, yeah.
I get that. Okay. Can you hear me, please? Like,
fuck no. I just need to get that out my system. Fuck no. Heavy emphasis on
now when you're 2-year-old in a video game like this, like, fuck no.
They be cussing on the side. I be hearing them on the camera sometimes, but they don't know I be saying them.
Go ahead, Mojo.
I think my answer is like some king. because oftentimes people would say like, "What are you talking about? I was there," and it's like, yeah, physically you were there. You're right. You were in the room. You were in the vicinity. You know, you showed up to the place, but you didn't do shit else. You know what I'm saying? All you did was you was there. Uh, and like you said, like you show up to somebody's store but you don't buy shit. Like that ain't helping me. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm moving right, and you show up to the move, but you don't help me do a goddamn thing.
Right. You bring 3 people to my grand opening and nobody buy nothing.
So Jamie said,
Yeah, that doesn't help
being
me
there will
anything.
never be enough because expectations change and are not always communicated. Right.
That's deep.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
definitely
that's
would say that
100%.
like in a relationship, like if someone says, you know, like I felt alone, or like I felt like, you weren't, you weren't like you weren't giving anything, like you weren't.
Weren't there.
I was here every day. Yeah, but that's all you were. Like you were physically in the room. You were physically in the vicinity. People will say that even in a friendship. Like, well, I was there. Yeah, but that's all you were was there. Pause. Physically there. You didn't do shit else. What the hell is going on with this, bro?
He need to go do something about that.
No, he's saying that's all they're giving is stiff dick and bubble gum. Like that's their being there. Like, I mean.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need Fitz not to make any more dick comments.
Yeah.
All right. For instance,
Yeah. I want more.
Say if you was talking to a chick, right, and y'all start hitting it off, and you've been at her crib for the last 2 weeks, and now the first of the month done hit, and you trying to feed on a bitch. You ain't offer her no money towards no food, towards no bills. So you just being there don't mean nothing. You being there, you could have threw the ball with her son damn near every day. But when them bills show up, nigga, if you not paying nothing, you don't give a fuck if you there.
I'm here, right? I'm here. All right here.
Yeah, and so is the bill. And so is the bill.
Yeah, but those is your bills.
No
Those bills is in your name.
Yeah, hold on.
Right, them bills in your name, but if I just spent 2 weeks at
her shoulder while she paid the bill. Yeah, you got this, baby.
if I just spent 2 weeks at your crib, look, if I just spent 2 weeks at your crib, eating your food, drinking water, like washing my ass,
lights on and off.
Right, I'm like when bill time comes, like I'm going to pay some. I'm like, hey, yo, look, here go $200 towards the bill and $1.50 towards some food.
The new book bag and a pencil.
Hey, Sean. Listen,
but
I feel like this.
People will. But a lot of times people will do that. They'll just be there. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll just be present. Just physically be there, but they don't bring anything. They don't do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, you're here, but
sometimes in life,
we need more.
Yeah.
If I ain't known you for a year, don't tell me about your kid's birthday.
Yeah. But sometimes as people, we expect the wrong things. We expect some things from the wrong people.
Okay.
We expect more from the wrong people, and we ask the wrong people for the things that we are what we want.
Well,
and sometimes we are asking the wrong people.
That's not their fault. That's your fault for the
you expecting from the wrong person.
But I'll say this.
Give some monetary support. I ain't supporting nobody. Those is your bills. If I'm over your house for 2 weeks, I'm giving you $25.
If you laying up in there for 2 weeks, I mean, the kind thing to do it, but if they're allowing you to do it,
you're not obligated. But I'm just saying, just me, the type of person I am, I'm not going to spend more than 2 days. Even if you was like you went through a little situation, you got in an argument with your wife or your husband, you stayed at your girlfriend's house for a few days, you was eating her shit. You give her $50, $75. Hey, look, I know I've been eating your food. Thank you for taking me in, whatever the case may be. I don't know. That's just that's the type of that's the decency that follows me.
Any type of level of common decency.
I do. I never say that nobody is
out. The integrity for you, like
I'm gonna say this. All like when we talk about expectations and all of those things, like all of those things come with conversation. Expectations don't come with conversation. I mean, like, unless you hold somebody accountable for the things that they said to you. I mean, and then that way, that's just accountability at that point. You can expect what someone say to you, and if they don't do it, that's a different story. But you got to hold them accountable up front. Now, if you're the person that say, "Hey, I was here for 2 weeks and I'm gonna get this money," that just draws from who you are. Like, you can't expect anybody to do that at the same time. But what I'll say is this:
if you ain't going to give nothing, you can sleep in the tub in 2 weeks.
what I'll say is this: is being there enough? I like what Ms. Kia said up front. I mean, I'm gonna say it all depends on the situation, because of the fact that, like, I have this podcast, right? And sometimes Mojo comes on the show, but she's not able to join the show. Sometimes she just joins the show just to give me viewership, right? To me, I appreciate that. It's enough for me because it helps me with viewership. It gives me someone else in the room. It helps me with my numbers and things like that. That shows support. Going to someone's game. If when I was a kid, I played football. I went to the high school. Me and Mojo went to the same high school. My mother never came to any of my games. Or my brother, my sisters. Like, my brother did when I was younger before high school. But if they came to my games, just them being there would be enough. Right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to other things, when it comes to actual parenting, when it comes to actual being in a relationship, when it comes to actual friendship, when it comes to any other ship there is, I mean, or any other hood, fatherhood, motherhood, like parenthood, all them other shits, no, it's not. I mean, it's not enough to just be there. Because I was told, and I'm going to quote this shit, "I'm here. That's enough." I'm not going to say who said it.
That's arrogance and entitlement.
That is arrogant. That's arrogance. That's conceitedness. That is.
Listen, so are the four walls. So is the floorboard. So it like.
Listen, I
The
look at
TV, the couch.
If you feel as though
I look at like
just being here is enough, you shouldn't be here.
yeah.
Like, even if you just, and like you said, you don't always have to be a monetary value. Like, just by somebody sharing your post, they're being there for you. So it's the simple things. Like, even though you show up and you don't this and that and the third. Now, if I didn't have no money, but you had a grand opening, but I bought like 3 niggas with me and everybody bought something. Even though I didn't buy nothing, you should appreciate the fact that I bought people to bring business to you. Also, I just want to sidebar. Anybody starting a new business and you want to support,
Antoine, text me
do not. Do not. That's me.
Well, Antoine, you better text that person back.
Hey, don't be going.
The Antoine, the grown ass. Don't be coming yet.
Yeah. I just
because he on Instagram don't mean he gotta text you back. He's talking to us. Like, get him out of here. If you don't like him debating in fucking way.
God damn, he done said my government.
You are
right. Call him, yeah.
I mean, like, what's going
like,
on?
we didn't even know his answer. We like,
hey yo, he said Antoine, text me back.
Swag cool, like, I mean, that ain't swag. That's swag less. Don't be coming and put nobody.
Is that your woman?
But however,
is that your stature?
Don't worry about who it is.
No, it's a joke. We're just playing. We're just playing. We just thought it was funny. You didn't do nothing wrong.
We doing that. Where your Drake at? Where your Drake at? Nah, I mean.
In your feelings. They was in their feelings on that text.
Right. They was like, listen, get off this live and text me back.
Well, actually. That's my
You gotta explain.
No, that's my cubicle buddy. That's my work friend. And shit, we've been working together for a year. She cool as shit.
Hey, right around, he getting it. So whoa. Nah. She said,
I wish somebody would come on somebody's live, like, kid, text me back instead of being on live. I wish you would.
You all good. Thank you for joining the actual live. Make sure you follow the show.
No, that was hilarious.
It was
no, I asked she got on and said that because I just shared the live out. You know, like when I'm here, I still try to keep extending and shit.
And thank you. So look.
She like you on this live running your mouth out and texting.
That is a prime example of the difference between being here and
And she said that because I went through something today and cut my hand.
Oh,
Oh no.
dang.
man, you got you got to turn the fist when bang. You can't. Know what I mean,
Who did you sock? You socked somebody.
No, I got cut.
Dang, you
I got
ignoring
cut.
them
Look,
since 9 a.m.
I got cut in the situation.
Oh, Antoine.
She said
You
you
been
been ignoring her
ignoring them
since this morning.
since 9 o'clock this morning. Oh,
Swag core, we got you. Don't
you
worry.
taking a cut on your head. Oh, give us some more juice.
And she said you failed.
Swag core.
She said you
And
got a
plus,
paper
since she
cut.
out there saying people's name, her name is Caitlin.
She said you got the paper cut.
Her name is Caitlin.
Oh my God.
Caitlin, he got a paper cut in front of his hand.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
big time.
But no, I'm not thinking. I can actually take this off and.
She said your haircut is capped.
Oh, she said you got a paper cut. When you went to go open up the Xerox paper to put the paper in a copier.
My hand double wrapped, my guy. My hand double wrapped.
That's funny as shit.
Look, Caitlin, he said that's why he can't text you back because his hand messed up.
No, my hand was double wrapped. My hand double wrapped. My shit fucked up. I actually supposed to be getting stitches in my shit, but I just didn't feel like sitting in the hospital. This was done by the ambulance.
Now, hope you better. So, Miss Key,
Yeah.
hit, pause, please. I mean, mute. So look, so let me get back to this.
Not being able to be throwing up the back smack shorty when I get to work tomorrow.
So let me say this, y'all. So is being there enough? Like I said, in certain situations, okay, showing up for a game, showing up for an event, it may be. I mean, it all depends on the person, though. However, as a parent, just being a parent in the household is not enough.
Right.
Like,
no, you don't have a charity, Mojo.
You know what? I was in the household. They had a chance to see me doing what I do. Interaction takes place. I mean, like at some point, like you have to actually parent your kid. You have to father your kid or mother your kid. Like I said, I was told in my relationship that I'm here. That's enough. No, it's not. And that was my response. No, the fuck it's not. You might as well not be here. I get the same shit. You know,
right.
Except, no, matter of fact, no, I don't get the same shit. I have less burden now if you're not here. So, like, no,
right.
just like being in a relationship, like being married, just being there is not enough. I mean, like, you can't just think that your presence is enough because sometimes your presence is a bad thing.
Listen, show up on your job and be like, I'm here.
Yo, I'm here. Feet up.
Yeah, that be me all the time. I'm here. I'm just here for the check and for the money.
Yeah. You gotta get.
I enjoy my job. I work for a mortgage consulting firm. I enjoy my job.
So, in certain things, like you said, work being there is not enough.
Bitch, I think you're responding to the John.
Look, my job gives me catered breakfast every morning and breakfast and lunch on Friday.
We talked
I
about
get catered breakfast from my job. Ain't nobody out here doing that shit. And I get breakfast and lunch on Saturday. I mean Friday. What the fuck I'm saying Saturday for? But my job is shit. And look, we have this thing called Beer Cart Fridays, right? So on Fridays, after 4 o'clock, we can have at least 2 beers, 2 wine coolers, a glass of wine. Ain't no fucking job letting you have no. So a minimum of like 1 to 2 beers, but ain't no job. Yeah, like that's the max is 1 to 2 beers. You know what I'm saying? I'm drunk right now, nigga. I'm drinking still reserve, nigga. But that's some thorough shit for your job to be on some. You can drink the last few hours on Friday, just don't overdo it. And they provide. We got a refrigerator full with like beers and shit, or we do little beer runs and shit.
Yeah.
Like ain't no job doing no shit like that.
The thing is like, yo, being there won't be enough because I'm gonna have to indulge in the drink.
What's the name of your company? I might have to apply for that.
But look,
it's in Chatsworth, Pennsylvania. I can say it to you. I mean, text you it, but I don't want to say their name after I've been saying we've been drinking and shit and snitch on my job.
I'm in PA. I'm right in PA.
She in Pittsburgh. She a Steelers fan. So look.
Yeah,
oh my God, you disgusting. Anyway, back to you.
no, we're not. Don't be hating on my team. Do
I'm
not
sorry. I don't like black and gold. I don't like black and gold. I bleed green.
Don't
Black and yellow, black and gold. I bleed green, baby girl.
Let's do this, y'all.
Which is what? Philadelphia Eagles.
So look, thank y'all for tuning in to Factuals, the one stop for information and entertainment. We call that infotainment, the finest of fuckery. As you can see, Miss Key, I'm gonna let you pick the last topic for the night. So we've already done is being there enough. We've done can a man trap a woman with a baby? We've done where you taught how to treat a man or how to treat a woman. Black King, did you get a chance to comment on that?
No, I did not.
All right, so let me get your take on that before I move on to the next one. So real quick, let me get a quick synopsis on where you taught how to treat a woman.
Yes and no, but I learned. I basically taught myself. I ain't gonna even lie. Like my mom was in my life, but my mom didn't teach me how to treat a woman because motherfuckers around her didn't treat her right. I think for a man to be taught how to treat a woman, it should come from a man, not a female. Another man should teach you how, once you get older and you start dealing with a female, she can teach you how to treat her, but you should know, like, the basic shit of how to treat her.
I think a man should teach a man how to treat them, and the woman should teach a man how to love them. So I get what you're saying.
So that's my take on that. I don't want to take too much time. I would like this young lady to pick her topic so we can dive in it.
He's feeling saucy right now. I love him.
I'm feeling vigorous right now.
So, Miss Kia. So these are the topics.
What it do?
So
do what it does.
The topics. Has he say, she say ever turned you against someone or them against you? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance or competing with someone's past. Or also,
I'm not doing that either.
Your ability to believe what you see in someone. I think that's a tough one right there because a lot of people don't understand that. But whichever one you want. So once again, has he say, she say ever turned you against someone or them against you? The difference between forgiveness and a second chance, competing with someone's past, or do you trust your ability to believe what you see in someone?
Numero 3.
Tres, the third one. The difference between forgiveness and the second chance. Oh no, competing with someone's past.
Yep.
You disagree in everything.
I got
twice. Which one?
I said number three.
So
the forgiveness or the past?
No.
The past.
That's competing
with someone's past.
So let's talk about that. So competing with someone's past, y'all. So Ms. Kim, I'm gonna let you. Are you good enough to tackle it first?
I'll let somebody else tackle it first. I'm about to wrap up some food real quick. So let's go ahead.
Right,
I'm listening.
I'm gonna give you my email address where you send that food from, all right? But competing with someone's past.
Your email address?
Can I say something on that? Competing with somebody's past.
You food through the email.
The best way I can explain that is fuck them. If you, that person, and I'm speaking from a guy's perspective, if you operating from weak dick energy that you got to worry about her past, did he fuck you better? Was his dick bigger? That means you have a lack of self-confidence. I don't give a fuck what he did because I'm with now. I'm who you chose. I'm who you with. Fuck what you've been through. When you focus on somebody's past, that's just people use that as tackling fuel to use it against you. Oh, this and this happened. I'm not saying I don't want to know something about your past, this and that and the third, but if I got to compete with anything with your past, fuck them.
Well,
I
love you.
The updated version of whatever you was with.
I love you said that, but when a man dealing with a woman, you're always dealing with, even honestly, shit. I know from a man's perspective.
Her past.
I was
compete with her past, the past pain she's been through.
You're always gonna deal with her past, because whether you fucked her better, whether you treat her better, whether you, anything better, and not saying that she's gonna throw it in your face, not saying that she's holding it against you, but it's in someone's mind. And
if I didn't do it better, or if you don't want to fuck with me, go be with him.
The woman that y'all might be dealing with I was so like, yo, she might have sucked me off better. She may have fucked me better. She may have like done this better. Like,
but as we say that, just because she sucked and fucked me better, that don't mean that she was a better woman.
That's exactly. So like, I get that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't always about sex. You know what I mean? But like, it's something better. Like, so dealing with someone's past.
I had a bitch suck. I'm sorry, I had a bitch suck my soul out, but she was a scumball.
So let me say, competing with someone's past, it could be a friendship. Everything isn't always about an intimate relationship with somebody. Okay,
that is true. That is true. I didn't.
Like, so no. I like where you went with that because you took it from one side, and which shows also that there's another side to it. So when we're talking about these things, it's not always about an intimate relationship, y'all. I don't want this show to be about. It is about everything is about a relationship, but it's not always about your significant other. You have friendships, you got family. Dealing with someone's past, you can have a little cousin, an older cousin, brother, sister, mother, father, aunt, uncle, and you could deal with someone's past from their past. They may bring their experiences to you and put that on you. Like, you ever seen someone who, or known someone, or maybe it was you, that you were your parents' either boyfriend or girlfriend growing up because they had, or they were not boyfriend, girlfriend, you were their man or their woman because they didn't, like, they put you in that position to be that. Because either Loca, that's them when they're past.
Also,
you're dealing with their past, and you were forced to grow up a little too early.
Dealing with somebody past and competing with somebody past is two different things. I can deal with your past to try to help you heal. But if I have to compete with your past, meaning that you telling me the things that he did, this and that and the third, but you also told me this the same nigga that beat on you and didn't try to support you in any way, but now you want to throw him in my face, go be with that nigga. I don't do those things. I don't mind dealing with your past, but if I have to compete with your past, I'm not there.
And that's what I was going to. That's what I was getting into from what you were saying earlier, and when I was, going like the path I'm taking it. So like competing with someone's past, I love you said that because that brung it right to where I was going with it. So competing with someone's past is that you may not ever be good enough because you find yourself in constant competition with a ghost. Something that they're not willing to like just let the shit go. I spoke about before. Sunshine, what up? Lazita Loca, what up? I spoke about before, it's more difficult to let go, move on, or whatever the third one was. Which one is more difficult? And I constantly told people it's more difficult for people to let go because you can't move on or start over, and start over was the other one, if you don't let go. People think
sometimes that you need closure will hold on to you.
It's just that they don't closure doesn't come from you letting go. Letting go is just you letting go. Like starting over or moving forward, moving on is people think that they started over or moved forward because they're dealing with somebody else now. Well, I'm happy. I got somebody else in my life. I'm good. I mean, listen, I got a new job, but yet they have never let go of the situation that has happened. I tell people a problem is always going to be a problem. Like time does not heal all wounds. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. Because the second a problem is always going to be there, all right, you'll come right back. You'll be back. She'll be back.
That's why they say you can look at your past or don't live there.
You call me in the morning, right, Mojo? Another Quaalude, call me in the morning. No, problems
my
don't
pop
go
would tell me,
anywhere. They don't go anywhere.
You can look at your past but don't live there. You can always reflect on your past to try to figure out how to move forward, but you just don't stay there and be stagnated in the past.
So my thing is this, right? You ever had a problem that you figured that, listen, I know people who broke up with somebody, right? Got married, had a whole family. 10 years, 12 years down the line, they see that person again. And then all hell breaks loose. Why? Because they did not let that person go. Or did not let that situation go. And that shit now consumes them. And this is the actual true story. Like, divorced and all because they never let that situation go. They let that shit take over their marriage, their family, because they didn't let that shit go. They had the false sense of moving on. starting over because I'm married, I'm good, I got me a new man. He treats me so good. But all of a sudden, because you didn't let that last person go, all the shit that your husband did for you didn't matter. Your kids, none of that shit mattered. You didn't let that situation go. And that shit consumed what they thought was their new life because they didn't take the time to actually deal with it. You can't let go of something. And I don't want to get back into that. So I want to get into the actual topic we're talking about. You know, but
can I say one thing? And I do apologize. I would just like to say I thank you, sir, for being our conductor. Thank you for your energy and thank you for your podcast. Thank you for everybody who has joined us, who here with us, who breezed by. We thank everybody who touched our energy and we touched theirs. I'm sorry, you please continue. I just
I appreciate you for saying that, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you for having me.
For being on here. I appreciate everybody. Whether you joined in to be in the comments, whether you joined in to be on the live, I appreciate everybody. Love everybody. So, like, listen, competing with someone's past is just that. Like, you can think that everything is all good, but you never know, like, that you're dealing. A lot of times, I hear a lot of feedback. Can anyone hit mute, please? You think that everything is all good, but when you're competing with someone's past, a lot of times you don't know it. They're holding you to a standard that no longer exists, that shouldn't exist because you're a different person. Someone's past may not even be the person they dealt with before you. Someone's past may be it may be a precedence someone told them that they set for themselves. It could be something that their mother said that their mother didn't live up to, or their father said that their father didn't live up to. It could be something that they seen on TV.
And that's what I was about to say. People will have expectations, like something in the past that, like, females will have expectations of you being a man that they had in their past, but that man was only in their mind of who they thought they should be with. So now they're holding you to expectations of somebody who never really fucking existed.
If you knew,
I just want to intervene before I get off of here. I'm not competing with nobody's past. You know why? Because there's only one me. Okay, nobody can cook better than me. Nobody can fuck you better than me.
You got that good that flash.
Fuck out of here. I know the confidence I'm bringing. So if you want to be stuck in your past, go ahead and be with the past because I'm gonna keep moving on. But at the end of the day, I'm not competing. No, only person I compete with is myself. I ain't competing with nobody else, and I'm not competing with no ghosts either. I'm not competing because of. I'm not doing none of that. If you want to be stuck in the past and you want to think about your past, go ahead and be with your past because your past probably done moved on right now. Right now, if you're with me, then you supposed to be right here. But at the end of the day, I'm not competing with nobody's past. Like, I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I bring the table, the food, the plate, the fork, the spoon, the knife, the water. I bring all of that.
So,
and if that's not good enough for you, then guess what? It's time for me to move on.
That is a different topic. Like, are you willing to compete with somebody's past? Is the difference. Like,
I'm not willing to compete with nobody's past. Why is our past? Why is our past even relevant at this point?
When you're competing with someone's past, a lot of times you don't know it. There's a difference.
Why is the past even relevant? The past is your past for a reason. You're supposed to be worried about the future.
And you're speaking from first person. We're talking about from third person. Like, you could be dealing with somebody past and not even know it, but that's full of expectation they put on it.
Somebody's got to compete with your past, Miss Kia, and you don't realize that. And you're human.
You ain't never have a guy who treated you real good. Now that anybody that come after him, you're like, they at least got to do what this motherfucker did for them to at least pass the bar. So therefore, they're living up to your past.
Mojo, say what you got to say.
Kia been with her baby father since the past.
Well, no, not in actuality.
He is her
No, not necessarily. Don't have a misconstrued. There were others. But
that's your main. Just stop that. Stop that. That's the one and only. And y'all still together to this day. So don't speak about nobody but him and leave that shit alone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the past. And they're not going to compete because I know what he brings to the table. So, like, he never has to compete with the past at all. Ever.
I bring pasta and popcorn. Like, no, I bring HD. I bring HD and I'm out of bubblegum, and that HD don't mean for high def high def definition. That HD stands for
That
hard
man,
dick.
look, that man love. No, I love him, and I love the ground that he walks on, and I love him for him. He
As
ain't
you
got to
should.
for shit. He
As
ain't
you
got to
should. And
for
that's energy.
nothing.
That's
Yeah,
energy.
he got. I make
Y'all
that
should be
known that
elevating
he.
each other's
I make
vibration.
it
And
known that he
I
doesn't
love to hear
need
that.
for anything.
I
And
love to
nobody
hear
got.
that.
And at the end of the day, nobody got to fight in chance. So at the end of the day, like,
Full service.
no.
Nobody got to fight in chance. That means they're dealing with your past. So you cannot say that why should somebody deal with somebody else's past if you're willing to let somebody deal with yours. So bottom line is this. Go ahead, Mojo.
So when I heard this question or this topic, I thought about Trip Fontaine and the
In a conversation.
post that he had put up recently where he was answering a question, and he said for a long time he did not realize that the trauma he experienced from his relationship with his mother was manifesting in his relationship, and they were constantly competing with the trauma from his past that he had no idea had turned him into this bitter fuck nigga that was out here bringing toxic energy to every relationship.
That's the single mother home that you're talking about, just to let you know.
Yes.
That was a single mother home. That was that chick that's out here saying she don't need a man and fucked up that boy life. But
I mean, I don't know what happened because he didn't go into that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I definitely thought that was very, very powerful because, like Dijon said, a lot of times people don't realize that they are bringing this trauma from their past. It's not a conscious thing that they're doing. And like you said, he wasn't conscious of it.
To be transparent, I wasn't conscious of mine either. And
exactly,
I wasn't.
I agree.
Like when it came from my mom, when it came from my uncles and their relationships with their ex-wives, I saw how the ex-wives were, the things that they got, the shit, the crimes that they got off with. Now, I mean, it took a toll on me.
I didn't know, and then when I found out, I felt guilty because I had abandonment issues, dealing with abandonment issues with my mom that I took in every relationship. I realized that after like 2 years, in my mind, that was like an expiration point, and I would force my way out of the relationship, and I was unknowingly like sabotaging myself, and that was because of past trauma. So that shit deep.
So we all deal with.
Wow, that is so major.
We all compete.
Yeah, then drop a bomb for him real quick, because that was the whole taking accountability.
Drop a bomb. I mean,
that's my dog.
But the thing is, like, and I appreciate and love everybody for willing to be authentic self and to be vulnerable. Like a lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable, and to do it on the public forum is a completely different thing. Because like our story, we had this conversation on here before, Mojo. You was on here. Like, my story ain't mine. Y'all story ain't yours. And the thing is, like, I used to always tell my ex-wife that your story isn't yours. You got to give it back. Some people are afraid to give their story back. And that's when you're competing with someone else's past, because you cannot.
That's when you have the needs, like Mr. Anytime said. You got the need to look good.
That's exactly what that is. That is exactly that. And the need to be comfortable. It's 2 in 1. I mean, so the thing is, like, I took my daughter to see the movie Inside Out 2. And if y'all know what the movie Inside Out is,
I love that movie. I like the first one.
Dealing with my emotions.
Yeah.
I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one.
So go see it. I
You're missing out.
going to see it. She loved it. She loved part 1 and she loved part 2. And I made a teachable moment. And I talked to her about the difference, and which I'm going to do actually. It's not. It may or I may or may not have a show next. I'm gonna have a show on Thursday. I'm gonna do a show on Thursday. I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna talk about this on Thursday. Matter of fact, Mojo, please hold me to this. The entire show is gonna be about the difference between feelings and emotions. So I want people to understand the difference. So please, please hold me. Please hold me to that.
All right, can I say this in regards to that? There's a difference between feelings and emotions.
Keep that thought. No, don't talk about it now. Don't talk about it now. Join Thursday, because we're gonna have a real in-depth conversation about it. But the thing is, I made a teachable moment because she was asking me about anxiety. And Mojo, you haven't seen it. There was a character called, she told me there's a few more characters introduced into the show. Anxiety was one of them. And then when it happened, she was asking me, was anxiety like, she said a bad person because it was an actual person in the show. And I had to break down to her what anxiety is. So I said no and yes at the same time. So, and I'm not going to get into that now. I'll talk about it then, but it was a teachable moment. And so I had to tell her there's a difference between your feelings, your emotions. As I said on here, and I'll talk about it on Thursday. The feelings or the thoughts and the emotions are the actual things that you go through. I mean, so we'll talk about it. I'm not going to delve deep into that. But let's get back into competing with someone's past. When you're competing with someone's past, most times, as Black King just even articulated to a great level, you really don't know that you're competing with someone's past because honestly, they don't know that they're making you compete with it.
They don't know either.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't know either.
It's about cognizance, their awareness. They're not aware. And that comes
You don't recondition yourself to do something that you're not even aware of.
Woo!
It's a defense mechanism of your body protecting itself.
Black King,
That's your mental state of mind protecting itself.
Yep.
That's your way
of. The guy Trip was saying, because of his trauma, he manifested into these relationships this toxic F-boy mentality. And he was like, and it all stemmed from the trauma I experienced in the relationship with my mom. But he was like, I did not know that at the time.
And the fucked up thing is people accept that trauma from you, and that's what even further feeds into your own ignorance of you not realizing what the fuck is really going on.
I know, like, what I'm starting to realize, and this was a flaw within myself, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I'm just now realizing it. Can I be transparent, please? In my marriage, I realized a lot of the things that has happened, and I knew some things too, and I seen it actually in front of me, slow motion. Like, you ever watch something in slow motion and you're like, man, but I still reacted. That's my fault. That's my fault. And I realized the past traumas. And even when I caught wind to it and knew it, I still reacted. Even as I would say, as far as a week ago, I still reacted. It's my fault. And from the last reaction, I realized I'm fucked up for not catching myself and realizing
it's still some things you need to deal with.
Yes.
Yep. This relationship is over, and there's still shit I have to deal with.
Yeah, and to the point as to where it's like, not that I want to be with this person.
Yeah, I was gonna say not in the relationship wise. He's not saying, he's saying in himself. Yeah. He's still in a self-reflective mode over a past relationship. He is still looking back, saying, "Where can I learn from that? Where can I grow from that?"
Bomb from that. And it's more so this as well. How does it affect me?
That's right.
And
I
realized that we talked about triggers on here. Remember triggers? And I remember Miss Kidd said I have no triggers. By the end of the show, she said, "Okay, I do have triggers," because we all have triggers. There's no one without a trigger.
Don't be trying to throw me up under the bus while I'm getting some wings.
No, but I gave you
don't be.
I'm giving you the props.
You ain't getting no food. None.
Like I said in one of my drawings, I'm like, you can be transparent and coherent at the same time.
I hope you hit your pinky toe off the edge of the couch.
That's fucked up. That hurts. I don't want to. If you ever stubbed your toe before, we're gonna fight. Go ahead, Black King.
Like, you can be transparent and coherent at the same time, meaning you telling the truth and a lie in the same line.
Woo! Stop that. Don't be telling truths on here right now. Like, I mean, Does thou get too deepest? Pause. If I see. I read your lips, Mojo.
Not thus thou.
But as I was saying within myself, like, look, I realized that even with my higher like sense of self at the moment, like sometimes you fall, and
there's still things you can learn.
yes, and there's always
There's
if
still
there's nothing
if you every day you wake up and every day you are alive, there are things that you can learn.
every day,
And if you feel like
You can always change
that
and
there's
manifest
nothing,
different.
yeah, if you feel like there's nothing that you can learn, if you feel like there's nothing that where you need to grow and change and be better, honey, you are in such a bad place.
yes, indeed. And you know who I give credit to? I have
Some
to.
people just need to sit down and humble themselves and come down into
I gotta give
reality.
credit to Living, because Living was on the phone with me at the moment, and he knows what I'm talking about. If he was ever there, I gotta give credit to him because he's the one who actually pointed it out to me, and he spazzed on me for this, and I have to agree with him. Like, it's like, yo, when you're dealing with someone's past, sometimes their past initiates or triggers your past. Sometimes their past takes you back into your past as to where you become your past self. And these are things that let you know that, like, listen, are people capable of change? Miss Anytime, Anywhere will tell you no, but you are capable of growth. Change, you can always revert back to your old self. But growth is a different story. You always have your old self in you, pause. So it's not change, it's growth, it's elevation. Like if I have to get into a fight, I can still go back to fighting. So it's still there. That means I haven't changed, but it means I've grown to like say that, you know what, I'm not gonna fight for that anymore.
Right.
So it's
But the fight's still in.
yeah, the fight is still
Right.
there. If that makes sense to y'all.
Yeah, it makes 100%.
So the thing is like I realized that the last time I was triggered, and my sister and you know my sister just had a conversation with me the day before that gotta stop responding to
That's why it happened.
and the shit caught me. I said, no, I don't do that. I don't respond to certain things no more. And I definitely responded.
That was God.
That
was God. Like, oh, let me show you.
It woo! Listen, God's gonna have a way of humbling.
He'll show you.
God is gonna
he'll show you. Like, oh, you don't watch this.
And it definitely happened. So I caught myself and I said, damn.
I was gonna say, but you caught it. And so that's how you know that you're at a space.
No,
but still, the old you would not have caught it.
Yeah, true.
See? So that's how you know you're at a space that you have grown. Because like you said, before, I wouldn't even caught that I did that.
What you on fire for, man? What's going on in the
right? He said that was bomb. What you just said.
He said I'm burning up.
No, we can do anything we want, man. Even a Pope confirmed that hell don't exist, man. We out here.
Yeah. So I want everybody to understand that, like, we're always competing with someone's past. It could be our own.
I was gonna say you're always competing with your own past.
Yeah, and it's like, but the competition is: are you willing to outlive it? Are you willing to win? And that's what.
But that's why I usually tell myself the only person I'm in competition with is the person I was yesterday.
Shit, a minute ago.
Right. You always trying to advance yourself, so you always want to be in competition with your own past. If you're trying to, evolve, to do different, to do better. They say insanity is keep doing the same shit and expecting a different
result.
So if you're not trying to evolve in anything you're doing, they say it takes no more than 2 months to learn a certain skill, probably like 6 months to get good at it. Yeah. We spend so much time given to Uncle TV and social media and so many, obscured little things that really mean nothing, that we can take that time and change who the fuck we really are.
Thanks.
And at this point, since we've acknowledged it here, we need to start looking inside and helping other people to look inside and realize that trauma so we can all be better off realizing it and being able to deal with it. Not to label it as some type of sickness, but to realize a certain trauma that happened and work through it. You know, so we can stop. They say hurt people hurt people. So if we can learn, reach one, teach one. It's plain and simple. And it's good that we're bringing into the light, you know, these certain type topics and situations that we all go through. Everybody deal with certain shit. But when we talk about it, that's why we have Mr. Google Face Tweet, to get our opinions, our thoughts, and our feelings to be heard by other people that are like-minded, or even if you have an opinion or biased opinion against it, you still hear other people that have thoughts on shit that you think about. So again, I thank you, bastards.
Go ahead, Mojo.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with him. Like, you know, it's in our honesty and our vulnerability. Like, listen, no one is perfect. So please do not, you know, think you are doing yourself or anyone else a service by getting on social media and pretending to be perfect, pretending that, you know, you didn't ever do nothing wrong, you don't never do nothing wrong. You don't have a past. You don't know nothing about no past, honey. We are all human beings, and so
right.
it is.
And stop thinking you're your filter.
Yeah, like it is in your weakness that you become stronger, and that if you share it, you can help someone else to become stronger. So, like Bijan said, he had a conversation. The next day, that same thing occurred, and then the day after that, he realized, oh shit, that just happened to me and I did it. So listen, that same thing can happen to all of us.
Spazzed on me. That nigga spazzed.
Like you just did that? Yep.
No, he was on the phone.
Yeah,
he was on the phone. He was on I purposely had him on the phone, but he's spazzed. Like he said, nigga, I don't know this side of you. He said, I never want to see that side of you again. And he's like, yo, and he was right, you know, like, and not to be like not for right or wrong, but like he was on point. I mean, he was on point because like usually on the real, like it got to a point where like people call me and I have conversations with people, and I'm able to like be calm enough to decipher things, but like I do have my moments. I'm not perfect by any means. I'm perfect in my own light because I'm willing to change. I'm willing to grow. I mean, that's perfection in me. But as far as being perfect in every moment, no. Now, who is? I'm not Jesus.
That's why they say he who lives in a glass house throw the first stone or some shit.
So I'm always willing to grow. Always. That if like I mean, I know the shit that I do in the moments. Like if I don't know it, then point it out to me. However, there are times that people accuse me of things that just wasn't the case. I'm not going to grow from that because like you're accusing me of something now. Like, and it happens too often because of my past. So that's me competing with my past also. So like, listen, you compete with your own past because a lot of times people will not let you outgrow your past. That's another point I wanted to talk on and touch on. That's actually the biggest part of this conversation. You compete with your own past. Miss Kia, you there?
Hey girl, I know you need me.
You fell asleep, Miss Kia?
I'm still here. I did not fall asleep. Mind your business. I hope you get your pinky toe off the edge of the couch.
So,
girl.
This is a public
tacos, Yvette.
Nope.
This is a public service announcement, y'all.
Real quick.
This is a public service announcement. If you send anybody 3 pictures or more, and at least 2 of them or 3 of them got a filter, that's an automatic catfish.
He said, "What happened?
Why would you
if somebody sends you 3 pictures or more with a filter, why would you have a filter on your?
I don't know.
Wait, I missed it. If you do what?
If you send anybody 3 pictures or more, and 2 of them got filters, that's an automatic catfish.
All my pictures got filters.
That's an automatic catfish.
You filter now?
I got a filter.
I got a filter on right now.
That's what she look like. No, you don't. She got a filter in that bottom.
No, this is a filter.
Look at him, girl.
This is a filter. It is 2024. I'm using all the filters they put out.
You look exactly like that. What the hell you talking
about? I'm not talking about on Insta, Google, Face, tweet.
Still a filter. I know we have a filter.
I'm not talking about Insta, Google, Face, tweet. I'm saying like to my single people that's out here dating. Nobody. When you on Insta, Google, Face, tweet, yeah, you use all the amenities and features you got. But if you are in the dating realm and you send somebody 3 pictures and at least 2 of them are filtered, that's automatic catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say
not being authentic self.
I'm gonna say you 10 and all 10 of them didn't have a filter.
Let's do this.
I'm sorry, that was just a sidebar.
Black King, send me that as a topic. I want to talk about that on another show.
And I'm basically saying they're not being authentic. Y'all, I'm gonna use all the filters.
We're gonna talk about that next week on Thursday. Tuesday, matter of fact, Tuesday, I'm interviewing Miss Anytime anyway, y'all. So please make sure y'all tune in.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
I thought he was on here last week. I was like, what?
Yeah, he was. Please, matter of fact, it was Tuesday he was on here. Please make sure.
Yeah, because he's been MIA.
Yeah, now he's been doing a lot. He's been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, behind the scenes. Please make sure y'all tune in for that. That is going to be a very.
Make sure you put a post or something up on your story.
That's just from that at the board, like I was last night.
Most of the time when anybody send me anything, I repost it just to get it out there.
And definitely appreciate it. But look, let's get back to this before I end the live because I am hungry as a motherfucker. I'm gonna go eat something.
You hungry. You didn't see my comment where I said, "How did you realize you've been on live all this time and it didn't cut you off?"
Yeah. Matter of fact, last week is when I able to refresh it when I updated the app.
Right, John.
Everything.
Answer this question. Why is it when it's like 12 o'clock you always talk about I'm hungry? Why don't you eat before that?
Every
time. We're not on here talking about how inflation is going on.
My personal life.
I'm about to fight.
The dollar is going down.
None of your business. No, I'm playing. Nah,
we didn't say nothing about your bed.
I didn't know I didn't. I said food.
No. Reason why I said that is because reason why is because like
you was eating other things.
No.
Because he could eat before he gets on the live.
He was eating.
However, I don't eat as much as I used to. And so like I may have like 1 to 2 meals a day on the real, but I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of I snack on that throughout the day. But like heavy meals. Like in the morning time, like I may eat around noon, 1 o'clock, and then I may not even eat the rest of the day, like except for snacks. Like not when I say snacks, I mean like fruit and shit like that. And that's I think I lost weight. I don't feel like I did, but I think
you try to watch your figure.
But I don't think you need to lose weight. And given
watch your figure.
Yeah, and given the health concern that you have, I think you probably should eat more more efficiently.
Not the pauses, but the thing is that I am gonna put my weight back on. I think I probably dropped like 4 pounds. Like I'm probably back in the 160s now. I don't like.
Yeah, you need them 4 pounds back.
Yeah, I'm 6'4".
Yes, I do.
I'm 6'4", 280.
Damn.
I'm a little chunky.
That nigga
well, listen, I don't know why the hell
280 ain't nothing.
Weight on
That's
here.
nothing.
What'd you say?
I don't know why the hell we talk about people's weight on here. Let's move on.
280 is nothing. I died. You're being not cool.
Oh, Miss Key is 5'1", 280. Now
no, I'm not. I'm only 5'3" and a half. And I'm not telling you my weight.
Brown eyes. She right.
Something like that.
You said she right by the meat. Now in pause. But but like I said, let me say this before I end the live, y'all. Competing with someone's past. That man can't live off of apple juice.
Apple juice.
Don't do that to me, Mako. That's that bullshit. So I'll say this before I end the live, y'all. So when you're competing with someone's past, you may be competing with your own past as well. And you have to realize that people at this modern day and age, there's too much awareness going on. It's time to take awareness of yourself. A lot of times you bring your own self into a situation and you're putting it off on somebody else. They're competing with
that was bomb worthy. That definitely deserved the bomb.
I see it too often. I've been
because motherfuckers spend a lot of time being aware of other people, but not of their damn self.
And a lot of times,
no, I be asking like, do people be cooking like me sometimes? I be like, damn, my food be bomb. So I just be like, damn, I'm gonna make this a little better than I did yesterday. So my garlic chicken and shit, like right now, and
what?
Yo, where did that go from.
I don't think that's what we meant.
That's Miss Kid, man. Miss Kid. Gotta love her.
Yeah, like I don't think that's what we were
Before
talking
y'all
about
leave,
here.
I kind of like
These wings is busting though. I'm just saying though.
I kind of like these sneakers.
I'm trying to figure out if Miss Kia just called you out for
He showing
eating.
niggas. She talking about her chicken.
I just wanted to show y'all the sneaker of the week,
She
though.
just called you out for eating, and ain't she talking about she eating chicken wings?
I went to the bar last night, so I'm still hungry. Like,
wow.
Wow.
Hey, look, y'all. Hey, look, I'm Gower, niggas.
This podcast got ADD.
Worse. So look.
Right, this podcast got ADD.
So look, a lot of times you're competing with yourself. I will urge you to stop competing with yourself in every moment, and stop and then putting it off on the person that you feel as though you're competing with. I will also urge you to stop competing with the other person and realize that, or bring to their attention that you're in competition with not them but a ghost or something in the past. Have conversations, y'all. Conversations are healthy. It's not always an argument. And the conversation you do need to have, sometimes you're afraid to have them. That's also you being in competition with yourself, with your past, because you're holding someone else's, what you think that with how they may treat or respond to you, how someone else did, or how you may respond to yourself, how you may respond to them. Don't put your burdens on someone else. And that's the main thing about competition. We're all in competition. It's all about who we're in competition with. Is it yourself? Is it your past? Is it their past? And that's what I want you all to realize. I had to realize it within myself, had to correct it within myself, and I'm not fully corrected. I'm not sure if we ever can be fully corrected. I don't know. She said he said a lot. But I don't know if it can be fully corrected. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I can be. However, I do realize it within myself. I will say that. So will I say this? In every moment that you're in, realize who you're being. Catch yourself before you fuck yourself up. All right, everybody, outro yourself, and then we're gonna be out. So, Kia, go first.
It's your girl, Miss Kia. Don't forget, I got 2 albums coming out next year: R&B album and a rap album, February and June.
Listen,
okay.
Don't buy it, but just
I'm gonna continue. You know what?
Oh,
they're gonna be available on all platforms.
Black Kingdom fell off and ain't even say the outro. He did a part.
He said, but yeah,
he did a Marcy.
Oh yeah.
Stay hydrated, drink your water, and manage your business, and you'll live longer.
I'll bring Fitch on the outro himself. All right, Miss Kid. Thank you, baby girl.
Oh God, we'll be on here for another 30 minutes.
That's all.
Oh shit!
It's all about the outro. All right, Miss Kid, baby girl.
Wait.
We do the outro, Sitch. Oh, you want to comment on that last thing first and then outro?
Nah. I know. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed. Big Star, the best star. Loving myself every day. I want y'all to love yourself every day. Make yourself first every day. And everything you do in life, you know what I'm saying? Love one and all that good stuff. But God bless y'all and have a great night. Dig?
Peace. All right, Mojo.
Good night.
Mojo,
good night to Fitch and his freckles.
What? I don't know what she said, but okay.
This is the thing. I just want to say this and then I'm going to be gone. I don't remember Fitch having freckles. So I'm not really sure if this is something that happens when you get into an interracial relationship. All of a sudden you start getting white people traits.
Yo, son, oh shit. Wow. Mojo was in the building.
I'm about to go back and watch some other lives because I just feel like freckles just miraculously appeared. And I'm just I don't know if that happens when you eat pumpkin spice chicken. I don't really know. So I'm just going to do some research.
Or eating the spices.
Boom!
Go ahead, Mojo, with your outro.
Instagram Mojo. Happy Thursday. Thanks to everybody who was on the live, everybody who contributed. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Hold up. So Mako want to join for the outro. Let's see if she joins.
What outro?
Mako, get an intro and outro yourself at the same time.
Is Mako formerly known as Miko, then Moko, and Coco.
Oh, there. Strawberry whipped cream.
Ain't nothing right about me.
Hey, shit.
Everybody's coming on now. When you about to go off.
It's the after hours.
Now you want to get off. Like, now you want to join the damn.
You know why? Because I thought you ended the live. So then I come back on Instagram and I'm like, wait, he's still on?
Me too.
And then I see Fitz is on. I'm like, oh, really? So let me get on that.
Fitz been on here.
No, he wasn't. It was the other guy, Black King.
He stayed tonight. He did a late night. Other nights he don't do late night. I was so we had to get back to after hours. I'm like, okay.
After our fish, we got to be. We'll bring that back soon. We'll bring that back.
Bring it back. Bring it back
soon. So, Mako, nah, I gotta go. I'm hungry as fuck. Mako,
yeah, you're hungry.
So now,
I was just wanted to mess with you. That's all. I thought it was fun.
You definitely doing that. God damn it. now, gotta give your outro with.
I get the outro. See, Fitz. Everybody's pulling a Marcy. They just hanging up.
Nah, they get the outro already.
Oh, okay. See? All right. So you have a good one. Bye.
All right, y'all. So look, if I offer odds to Stevie, probably tell me he fine. I do the same thing for Ray. Probably pay me no mind. For you dumb motherfuckers, listen close and you find ignorance to handicap. Only then are you blind. Peace.